Man.
Ah!
Saturday night. It's Saturday Day Live.
Oh, okay. That's no, that doesn't work.
I don't think Saturday Night Live works. Come on. Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, but that's the name.
Listen, I'm not no.
No, nigga, it's not okay. Whatever.
It's in the name.
The day is implied. That's why you don't have to say what? What are you talking about?
It should be Saturday Night Live.
No, nigga. What? What does Saturn have to do with anything?
I'm just saying, right? You got day in the word. It's Saturday.
Yes, because
Friday.
Words mean things.
Hey, with this daytiming.
No, not daytime.
Oh.
Nigga, what?
A jiggle who?
Okay, all right. Oh.
Man.
I've had it. Officially, I've had it.
Yeah. Well, my job is done. Yo, your cat is so annoying. He looked like
he's not. No, he's actually not. He's actually not that annoying. Like
you said
like,
that.
I mean, oh, nigga, he's a cat. Let's not. Yeah, let's not. Wait, let's not be crazy. Let's not be crazy. Let's slow our roll on that one. He's not that annoying. He's a baby. He's going to have some level.
See,
that's inevitable.
I don't want any more. See, that's the problem, and I know it's never going to happen. I don't want any more cat babies. The only time I'm willing to accept it. What up, Biddy? I need a room for my studio shit where I close the door. And then it's do what the fuck you want.
Yo, funny enough, one of the times that I came in here today, he was actually in the hallway. He made no attempt. He was uninterested.
Today.
I was like, oh. Well, this is the first time it's really been an opportunity. You know, he was like, I'm like, oh.
It won't be the last time.
Oh no, nigga, he gonna try.
Because as he gets older, after he's seen everything else in the house,
he gonna be like, why is that the only place I've never been?
I can't. Yeah. I don't like. And then what's gonna really be ass is him being outside the door because he's obviously bonded with you. Him being outside the door yelling because you on the other side of the door,
nigga.
Yeah, that's
what
coming.
Up,
what up, GA? That's coming.
Oh, I know.
That's coming.
It's on its way. It's cool.
Is it though?
Cool. Yeah, I mean, once we'll cross that bridge when it gets here.
Right. Oh yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Right now, it's not an issue. So
yeah, that's true.
Everything's still good.
I wonder if he's gonna wind up being one of these because he's a boy cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he's gonna want one of these big ass tomcats and shit.
I think he's going to get big. I think he's really good. First of all, his tail long as shit.
Oh yeah, he. Y'all have to keep his weight a certain way too, because it's not healthy for them to be all super fat and shit.
Yeah,
but like the boy here, Superfly, his monkey ass, when he was a little kitten, that tail was long as shit, and now that he's an adult, that little nigga, you know what I'm saying, and nigga he long as a motherfucker. That's one way to tell. Long way to tell. Long ass tails.
He's gotten really big since we first got him. Like,
yo, which is ass to me because I be seeing Chrissy post about how big he's getting. I'm like, yo, y'all just got this little nigga.
Yeah. He's gained in the 3 weeks. He's gained like 1.5 pounds.
He's make sure he gets some exercise.
Remember, we was talking about he was 2 pounds. And he's 4 pounds. He's like 4.1.
Yo, what kind of food y'all feeding him?
I don't. I don't remember the shit that they told us to give him.
Okay, all right, because we fucked up with JB. That's why JB was such a fat boy for so many years. He was eating the wrong type of foods and shit.
Damn it.
Yo, yo, cheers.
Yo,
yo, you know what's funny about what you just said, GA? I was watching a Spaces video, right? Somebody had recorded this was like a month ago, maybe a little longer ago. It had the rapper J2 having kind of a face off with Twerk, yo. Yeah, he kind of had a face off with Twerk. Yo, this was like the funniest shit. This is some of the funniest shit, right? Because for those who don't know, J2 is, at least to my knowledge, the only out gay battle rapper, right? Right. So male, right. So the thing is, he has earned some respect in the space because he got bars sometimes. He do. Like, you know what I'm saying? But because he's gay and because hip hop is so, especially battle rap, is so like masculine energy, toxic masculine energy, right? Because that's the case. Niggas don't know how to talk to him sometimes. They don't know how. And because them niggas are so invested in playing the pause game, right? Niggas don't know they don't know how to talk to him. Yo, this shit was funny. Twerk was hilarious because he was just when he was about to say something that would sound very ordinary to another cis normative rapper, male, right? It sound crazy coming from him talking to J2, and he would recognize it mid sentence. Yo, I can't even.
Yo, especially coming from a nigga named Twerk.
Yo.
That's funny. That is hilarious.
Yo, this shit was funny as like the whole thing. Like, first of all, what I did like the fact that Twerk gave that man his respect as a rapper.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Gave him his respect as a rapper. Because like I said, JT be having bars sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But he managed to balance it out with also this dismissive, I'm Twerk though. I'm New Jersey. Like, what you can't, in no way. I'm going to whip your, see y'all.
Yo.
That shit was funny as fuck, yo. It was
hilarious.
It was funny, yo. I'm walking around the house with my phone, listening to that shit, laugh like, yo, these niggas is wild. And Av came up there. What up, Jason? Av came up there because this is right before J2's battle with Av. It was that was the battle. That was the battle right there. And yo, it was so much pause worthy shit being said, right? The Av just left. And with that,
that's funny. That is yo.
But see, I think J2 should battle Twerk. I don't know who.
I think they did.
They already did because you remember that Snake Eyes shit, that battle with Snake Eyes, yo, where J2 jumped in when Snake Eyes said something about Twerk choking all the time. J2 comes in. No, Snake say some shit. You choke so much with these niggas. J2 jumps in. You starting to make me jealous. Yo. Y'all gotta be. Can't let this thing come in there and do shit like that. But
I think they did. I think they battled.
Yo, GA is right. Like, really? That's about bars. That's why I'm gonna tell you, yo. That's the reason why. Pay very close attention to who's running around saying Eminem wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Look who's saying he wasn't that great. And look who's saying, oh no, it's all the rappers. The dudes that can rap their ass. That's why a lot of that talk that I be hearing,
right.
Because you can dislike an album.
Sure.
But you can't say this man.
Yeah.
We know how hard it is to pen these words.
Nigga.
No. Like, no. I know all the rappers are like, oh, nah, that nigga. Yo,
Right.
I'll tell you, I say this often. Rakim was being interviewed by some French media outlet. The interviewer attempted to get Rakim to say something dismissive about Eminem, and he couldn't get him to do it.
Right.
Rakim was like, nah, B, that white boy nasty.
Right.
That white boy nasty.
Facts.
That white boy's nasty. If Rakim said this, why do I give a fuck with your non-rapping ass thing?
Hilarious.
I don't. This is a peer. This is you know, like him. Look, I don't do this often. Nigga, I rap.
Right.
I rap. You know what I'm saying? This white boy's nasty. Like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
He ain't one of my favorites, but he definitely one of the GOATs. His legacy for me is that he opened the door for us to rap about anything. See what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is what I'm talking about. That balanced dudes that rap. Hear that shit and go, yo, what up, Joe? And go, yo, this nigga's crazy. I wasn't interested at first. I heard My Name Is and was like, Then my producer said, no, nigga, no. Get the album. And I went, oh. Oh. So, motherfuckers had their opinions. You're welcome to it. But those of us that's in the profession, we know what that boy can do. We know, we know how effective that shit is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 17 after 11. I guess there's no need to do the intro. What do we have on the docket today?
All right, we're gonna jump into this. I'm gonna get dumbass of the week out of the way first.
Okay. So,
for those, I think it was an East Coast storm, Hurricane Debbie. So for those that are on the East Coast, for those who were on the East Coast and all that other stuff, we had to deal with this during the week. And yesterday, I was perusing Twitter.
You were perusing Twitter,
and I had seen. First one that I saw, it was flooding in Annapolis. Because I throughout the last 3 or 4 days, I was getting weather advisories for coastal flooding. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, I don't have no reason to be by the coast anytime these next couple of days. So I'm good. I ain't got to worry about it. So yesterday, first one I saw was Annapolis flooding. I'm like, all right, I didn't expect it. Because, all right, okay.
It happens. We've been out there.
Then I had seen fellas. The first video that I saw, the water was just creeping over. And I'm like, this is going to get interesting. Then I saw another video where the water was like 6 inches on the ground. And I'm like, oh. I didn't imagine it would get that high.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
The next video I saw, Thames Street effectively turned into a lake.
Damn it.
There were people kayaking.
God damn.
Which is only mildly stupid. Let's call kayaking harmless. Let's it's not, but let's call it that because of what happened next. People were out there in bathing suits swimming. Now, if you ever hear a sane person talk about the water from the harbor, you hear a bunch of reasons why it may not be a good idea to be in that water. But let's ignore that and put it aside, right? Let's ignore that and put it aside. What up, Jonathan?
What up, Jonathan? Sean P.
Let's ignore that and put it to the side. Teachable moment incoming. First of all,
damn.
Would you lay on the street and roll around without anything on but a pair of shorts?
No. Why would I?
Okay.
What?
Oh, okay. Like, one of the reasons, obviously, you don't want to hurt yourself, get scratched up, and all that other shit, right? But also, it's the street, right? So it is dirty as fuck.
It is.
Okay. Second, streets. This is the real learning moment. Streets have holes.
Wait a minute.
Now, some of these holes are covered with metal covers.
Are you serious? Streets actually have holes?
Some of these are covered with grates that have little slits in them.
That's great.
Some of them are just raw hole. Right?
Sinkholes.
So in order for the street to flood high enough that you can actually swim in it, that means that water is touching the stuff that's down in those sewers.
Yo, that's
the word
gross.
sewer. The word sewer. So that stuff is sewage.
Oh, gross. Third,
let's go back to the side and grab that first point that I was talking about. This is Baltimore. And it's in that harbor.
Oh, that's gross, yo. Oh.
It's likely treacherous.
Oh. What up, free thinker?
Yo, the shit that you're risking by deciding
dysentery.
Nigga.
Oh. What is wrong with y'all?
What is wrong with people? I don't understand. What about that made it seem like a good idea?
That is disgusting.
Like, what? Like, basic physics, right? You don't understand what's necessary for a street to flood high enough that you can actually swim in it.
Imagine that. So there is sewers along the side of the curb.
Right.
Where the water's supposed to go down.
Right.
The streets have so much water that is irrelevant at this point because all the water that could go down there is already down there. And now it's just accumulating. And it's accumulating to the point where you can swim in it. Bruh, are you insane? Why would you do this? Yo, basically, AGA said, motherfucker swimming in Flint water. Yo, what it
let's so some people who watch this know that, as I've mentioned several times before, I play a character on the show. So sometimes people think that I be exaggerating, right? Well,
oh my God. Come on. Oh, what are y'all doing? Yo, this is Baltimore.
It's what's happening.
Yo, this is Baltimore, y'all. Do y'all know how?
I don't understand.
You have no idea how fucking filthy. Yo, even the places where water is supposed to be is dirty. The harbor is disgusting.
Yeah. I just,
and this is why when people try to get me afraid that AI is gonna take over, somebody got to, because y'all motherfuckers is irresponsible as shit.
So I mean, that's true, but I still hate you so much. That is hilarious.
Like,
hilarious.
We need a babysitter.
It's funny because it's true. It is funny because it's true.
We need a babysitter, yo.
All right, so yeah, that's one of the dumbasses.
That is
the next one. This one is hilarious. So there's this gaming streamer. that I follow. She is a beautiful Black woman, and she is what's the appropriate term that I can use? For lack of a better term, she is how the kids say, stacked.
Oh, she is
So
voluptuous.
voluptuous. That's a good one.
Gotcha.
So there was this exchange that happened. So I'm gonna have to show the video because it's much easier for me to just show the video than to explain. Let me see. Can we get that on another, and then get that on a. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this video that I'm about to show caused a reaction from a man that had decided that I'm gonna say something.
Nigga, why?
What he decided to say was, "Do y'all really have to show your chest or your ass to get someone to notice you?"
And I'm so sick of hearing you niggas. I'm so sick of hearing the same niggas that go to strip clubs get on social media talking shit about a woman just wearing a fucking dress that happens to be low cut.
Mind you, she ain't outside in the winter in a bikini with no dumb shit. She's not doing anything inappropriate.
Some of you Quaker ass niggas need to tighten up the buckles on your fucking shoes.
She's literally outside chilling and decided to take a little video.
So y'all claiming, see this, niggas make me, a lot of that has to do with y'all have these uncontrollable impulses. And you knew that if you saw her in person like that, you would say something inappropriate or do something inappropriate.
Here's the most base level stupid thing about this comment. Do you see her? Do you think that there needs to be skin exposed?
No.
For people to know that she,
right.
All right. Okay, so someone responds to him and says, "No, but you clearly have to be a dick to get anybody to notice you." He responds back, "If that's what you say, if that's what you think, little dude." The guy responds back, "That's just facts. You didn't have to say nothing, but you did."
Yeah, he ain't had to say nothing.
You either couldn't help it, or you wanted to start something for some attention.
That's all, bro.
But
that's
you
all.
be easy. Nigga responds back and says, "Nigga, I can say what the fuck I want. I don't care about attention. Asking a general question is all a convenience for attention. Shut your soft ass up and go on about your day. She's not going to give you her attention."
Yo, that's the other thing these niggas do, right? The other thing these niggas do is when they say some misogynistic, absolutely outlandish, egregious shit to a woman online, and men say, "Yo, you out of pocket, dog." They check them. The first thing they say is, "She ain't gonna give you the." You know how much of a child you sound like? Men, leaders, all these niggas that we're talking about, leaders, step up and check other men.
With that last statement is, she, like a couple, I might want to say maybe a half hour later, posted a video of her and him holding hands.
Wait a minute, what?
The dude was like, "She not gonna give you her attention." She posted of her and the other dude holding hands. Somebody was like, somebody was like, "Yo, you got cooked, bro. You got straight up cooked, it's still time for you to turn this around." And to his credit, to do scrap, not even like praise, but
right, I know what you're saying.
Him being a decent human being in the moment, he said, "Turn it around. I already lost. It's time to move on and go about my day."
Time to leave. Yeah. Go about your day, bro. Go about your day. He got cooked, yo.
But then I love the petty, and we're gonna get the petty later. But I love the petty because even after he admitted defeat, people were still.
Of course.
Oh, of course.
You gonna get this
work.
You
deserve. You chose
get this work.
Yes. You chose to come in here.
Yeah. You asked.
Nobody called you. Nobody added you.
You asked for this.
No shit like you popped up.
You asked for this, little.
No one said your name yet. You appeared. Like I just
hold up, like the dude Joe Hendry from the NXT.
Yo, somebody said it's crazy how you could have just done this the whole time. You could have just went on about your day the entire time. That was an option that you had. Somebody else was like, "Yo, how the fuck some nice ass titties get you mad?"
Don't. Niggas just be on some. It's like GA said, yo, I'm tired of these ultra talking. Shut the fuck up.
Facts. Yo, somebody else said you should have shut your mouth and done that from the beginning, like a grown ass man. Instead, you spent the whole thread whining and mad about women and titties, then trying to take innocence and play the victim when you was put in your place.
Yeah.
And ends the tweet with pathetic bitch.
Damn.
Super yikes.
He deserved all of that, yo.
Oh, yeah.
He deserved all of that.
See, you don't get to throw rocks and hide your hand. That's not how this works. Especially it's on the internet. That shit written in ink. Even if you went back and deleted it, nobody
can find it, yo. The Wayback Machine is real.
Wayback Machine, it works. All right. So, next thing. I'm going to need your help for this one.
Okay.
So, I looked it up with ChatGPT.
Okay.
And ChatGPT says, it's a slight extension of what we were talking about last week with MLH.
Mm-hmm.
ChatGPT says, a single issue voter is someone who primarily votes for or against the candidate based on one specific issue that they consider to be the most important, often ignoring the candidate's positions on other issues. For example, a person might vote solely based on the candidate's stance on abortion or gun rights or environmental policies without considering the candidate's broader platform or other political views.
Right.
This kind of voting behavior can significantly influence elections, especially when the issue in question is highly polarizing or central to the voters' beliefs. Would you say that is an accurate description of a single issue voter?
Yes.
Okay. So I have to give this person a dumbass because of the conversation that's happening. And like I said, it's a slight extension of the MLH comments. For those that don't know, MLH is Mark Lamar Hill. We talked about him last week.
Right.
This person says, calling people single issue voters for opposing genocide is fucking insane.
That's the
in the context of what we're talking about.
That's the definition, though.
It's exactly what it is.
And by the way, this isn't judging you.
It's not necessarily saying that that's a bad thing.
Right. It's literally defining what it is.
Saying shit like what Mark was saying, it kind of makes you a single issue voter.
Yes.
That's what it does. Like, what are you talking?
Yeah.
So again, I will reiterate. You can have all the causes you want.
Right.
You can be as ally adjacent as you would like to be.
Yes.
I am vehemently against allyship because it leads to things like you playing devil's advocate in a situation where the devil does not need help.
Yeah, no bullshit. It's no bullshit.
There is, yes, if you have not heard or seen, and I ain't gonna hold you, she has said that they have been working on it. I don't fucking know if that's true or not. It doesn't really matter because she's a politician. That's how that works.
Facts.
So,
facts.
Regardless of whether she has actually been working on it or not, for you to cast it's a 2-person race. That is what the president of the United States is. We got to go back to this whole third party bullshit. That's not how this works for the presidential election. It's just not. I don't care what the fuck you say, which is why I'm going to give a shout out that I never thought I would to Joe Rogan, to fucking Tim Pool to fucking who's the third person? Was it Nate? It was Nick Fuentes. I can't remember what the third person was. But they are now endorsing RFK over Trump. Shout out to y'all, because y'all dumbass followers are probably going to follow you, and you're just going to throw that shit away. You're going to throw that down the toilet. Anyway, it's 2 people. I don't give a fuck how many people appear on your particular ballot. There could be 75 motherfuckers on your ballot. It is between 2 people. That is how the fucking country works.
Reality still rules. Listen,
Yes.
you are right when you say if more people voted for the third party, then they would win.
That's absolutely how numbers work. Yes.
But it's not going to happen because they're not going to do it. They're not. We've seen it. Listen, first of all, big pet peeve. You showing up every 4 years, but not winning, running for governors, mayors, right, senators, congressmen. That's very telling.
Yeah.
Because even if you was to win, who you gonna get to pass your agenda? You know how these motherfuckers will tend to vote along party lines. You are not part of their party, nor do you have anybody of your party in those positions.
Right.
Says again, I hate to keep saying this shit, but as an adult, you start to see the world ain't perfect, and you can't have ice cream for dinner every night and still keep your health.
Right.
You can't. There's certain things. This shit is broken, B, and it didn't just get broken, which is the other thing too. I hate that shit that's happening in Gaza, Congo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I hate that shit. That shit
100%
fucking sucks. That shit been happening since 1948.
Yep.
Some of y'all just got wind of it.
Right.
Welcome. Appreciate you being aware that this is some fucked up shit. What I'm telling you is that has been happening since 1948. You nor any president here in this country is going to be able to affect that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's certain things they are not going to do.
Correct. Yeah.
Things that they could. You are right when you say if they just did this, they can stop you from doing that. You are correct.
Right.
They won't. Neither of them.
No.
Neither of them. They'll say they'll send a strongly worded letter.
Yes. And in certain instances, those letters are effective to a point.
Yes. Yes. But you got to remember something that's happening over there right now with your boy BB. BB is fighting for his political life. This was the best thing in his mind that ever happened to him, because they finna get him the fuck out of here. They were protesting in the streets against this motherfucker because he's corrupt as fuck. All right, but then this happened. Some say he let this happen, right? So he's using this for his political gain. For him, it is worth it to mush America's face and say, I'm doing what I have to do for my people over here. No, you're not.
Right.
You're actually making it worse for them over there. But all right, okay. It's in his political interest to mush America, mush any president that comes to him talking about a ceasefire. He's going to mush it. He's going to mush it because he's trying to protect his selfish ass self. Because that motherfucker, I'm telling you, he was in trouble. They was investigating his ass. He was in trouble. And the people were out in the streets against his ass because of the shit he tried to pull with their Supreme Court.
Yeah.
So there's nothing. First of all, Trump gonna want them to just bulldoze all of it. He don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck about none of that, right? And let's keep it a buck. There is nothing Kamala's going to be able to do.
No.
There are things she could do, but she won't.
No.
None of them will.
Right.
None of them will.
Correct. To answer, Free Thinker says, who stands to benefit from the chaos? Not any of the motherfuckers we talking about that's talking about the shit they talking about in good faith.
Mm-mm.
None of them's going to benefit. You dumbass. Again, it's a two-person race.
Mm-hmm.
If you tell people not to vote for one of the people, you are doing nothing but hurting that side. That side is the side that's not trying to take away abortion rights and not trying to take away the right for people to vote and not trying to ruin the democracy as we know it. That's the side that you're actually hurting when you do stupid shit like this. Again, one of maybe my number 3 issue.
It's idealism, yo.
It's idealism. It's not how the world works. Probably my number 3 issue of allyship is these dumbasses who go against their own well-being to try to make it seem like they're holier than thou because they're helping someone else. No, if you are helping someone, if you are doing something that is sacrificial, there's merit to that.
Yes.
If you're doing something that is fucking devastating to yourself, that's just stupidity. Yeah. That's not how it's supposed to work.
What did we say last week when we said the issue is if you like a stable someone, they're not going to change with so much. Let's just keep it a buck.
Thanks.
Look, we adults, they're not going to change with so much. But what you want is somebody that at least keeps it stable so y'all can continue to do the fight to protect these people. The issue is if you put somebody in there that's a chaos agent, you'll be fighting for your life. You'll be in survival mode. And you ain't in no condition to help nobody outside of yourself. It's a reason why when you're in a plane, they tell you, put the shit on your face first before you help somebody else.
Absolutely.
I can't save your ass from drowning if I'm drowning too.
Correct. Someone said, you idiots kill me. You think Trump gives a fuck about genocide? The person responds and says, no, I think they're both genocidal and I won't argue about who is the worst because that's just fucking crazy. You dumbass. Therefore, you should probably be putting your energy to another issue during this short time that we have leading up to the election.
Yeah. You know, this is what it used to be all the time, right? These 2-year campaigns, they weren't a thing at one point in this country. Literally, it was 3 or 4 months. It is. Do your thing.
Yeah.
I'd love to go back to that. I would love to go back to that. Exactly, Sean P. Welcome to the 6th extinction. Because this shit is, wait. The people not saying anything about reproductive rights, LGBTQ rights, women's rights, climate change, and then calling someone genocidal for voting in their own interest are fucking insane. OP responds and says, some people don't put themselves above those experiencing a genocide at the hands of our own government because we have morals. Shut the fuck up. And Facts GA. I was going to say the same thing to Free Thinker. Moral high ground is worth less than half a penny. Yeah. It's worth
prayers. Nothing.
It starts in prayers.
It's actually not anything. It is something that you can say.
Yeah.
It's not actually beneficial.
It doesn't help them and it doesn't really help you. Because
in any tangible way.
Not if you're sandbagging your society. Again, like I said, if shit over here goes left to the point where, wow, these motherfuckers is wigging, you're going to be so concerned about your survival, how you're going to navigate through this shit. You're not going to have time for that other shit. You're not. And then they're left. Then they have no advocates but themselves.
Right.
They have no.
They're completely on their own.
They're completely on their own because you look at the movie Titanic. Let's use that as an example, right? Titanic. Ship goes down. You got the girl and the guy on a fucking plank, and she, instead of letting this man get up here sometimes, it's
been proven that both of them could have actually fit. And they
could have fit on there, right?
Yeah.
So another boat comes. Let's just say another boat comes. And they ready. They see them. We have to save them. But wait a minute. This there's another iceberg right here. I don't care. We have to save them. But
Right.
listen, if we hit this iceberg, we can't save them.
Right.
We can't save them. Listen, don't you see that these people, I see them. But if we try to navigate around it, it might take a little longer. But we'll eventually get them and save them.
Right.
No, you're immoral because you won't take the shortest route. No, it's not that. There's an iceberg there. And then that ship goes down. Can they save them? No, they're busy trying to save themselves.
Right.
Save
yourself. Understand it.
Save yourself. Help yourself so you can then help others.
Right.
Help yourself so you can then help others. Somebody that's broke can't help the poor because they're part of the poor.
Thanks. Now, it's all stupid and I'm sick of it. This is probably the most annoying thing to me about this cycle.
Yeah,
because
same.
All the other shit is old hat. Because since the Donald, actually since Obama ran, this has started to become the norm.
Yeah.
So all the other shit is old hat. True. This shit irks the fuck out of me.
We need to tell the truth though. Like we all need to settle it down as adults and tell the truth about this place.
Yeah.
And until we are able to really tell the truth about this place, we're gonna keep having these goofy ass, wishful thinking ass, idealistic conversations. This shit is broken. It's been broken. And honestly, there's some that even say, and I don't disagree with this. It's not broken. It's doing exactly what it was meant to do, right? Yeah. But whichever way you want to say it, the conditions here are the conditions here.
Yeah.
And we've been trying to fix these conditions doing the same tactics over and over again because this is the way they want you to attempt to fix it.
Yeah.
This is what so at a certain point, right, when I see people getting all unbenefited with each other about certain shit, I look at it like, you do realize where you live, right?
Right.
Like some of these arguments we're having now, they were being had before you were born. And I get that you think you're special. I get that. I get it. You think you're special. But if your parents and their parents ain't solve it, you think you're going to solve it? You, with your student debt, squeezing your head. You, with the housing bubble, so you can't even get a fucking house. You, who have to argue with these motherfuckers about health care.
Yeah.
You gonna solve it. Good luck.
Sure. Yeah.
Good luck.
I'm rooting for you. I believe in your cause. Yeah, I believe in your cause.
I do too. I think you are morally correct.
Yeah.
But
did that help you any?
I think you're missing reality, though. I think you're missing the reality on the ground, though. I really do. I really do. There are forces at work here that are invested in things being the way they are. And they're more powerful than you. And even though we have the numbers, I'm just going to kick it to y'all straight. This place hasn't seen warfare in its streets since the Civil War.
Yeah, since we did it.
What I'm saying to you is some of this shit the population here ain't built for.
Yeah.
So to do what some of you suggest, it's going to take a population that's built for a certain type of shit that this population ain't built for.
Yeah.
It's funny because a couple of weeks ago, we go out for my wife's birthday dinner. And as I'm standing around, I'm observing people having a good ass time, people drinking their drinks, getting their food, talking with their loved ones, getting in their car, happy-go-lucky, blah, 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 blah. There are actually an amount of citizens that want to end all that just to have them shooting their fellow citizens in the street over politics. Over politics. They think they want that. The bulk of the people here don't want that. They don't want no parts. They don't want no parts of their lives ripped apart, flipped over because of some war in the streets over some politics. Certainly not fighting over some balding, orange idiot. But there are a few that would attempt it. But the average American, they don't want that shit.
No.
We still doing shit the same way we did that shit in the fucking 60s. Think about it. Y'all coming out there with picket signs. Y'all doing sit-ins. They see all that shit coming because this is the same tactics that we've been using for decades.
Oh, facts, free thinker. He said some of us can't see past our choices and the consequences.
Yeah, that's it.
It's it.
Y'all, I think it's time. It's motherfuckers gotta tell the truth, man. Like the average American is soft. Because that's what a society like this.
Yeah, that's what this breeds. Yeah.
This is literally what is actually wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about it. People for years, civilizations want a form of stability where the people are not hungry, even though people here are hungry, right?
Yeah.
But they want something where there's not war in the streets, something they consider stable. Now, I would argue that nothing here is stable. It's just that we've grown accustomed to the madness.
Yeah.
We've grown accustomed to the madness. But even with that, these are conditions we understand. You have no idea.
Yeah. I mean,
what it's like on the streets of Yemen.
It is
you don't want it.
It is in our nature to adapt and adjust. That's not just to difficult things.
Exactly. Also to comfort.
Right.
This is a comfortable prison.
Mm-hmm.
And is it full of shit? Yes, which is the reason why some folks want to leave. Right. But most of the people here have been acclimated to this and the conditions here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all running around acting like y'all want something that I know for a fact you don't really want.
Ain't no way. Yeah.
You don't really want it. Just take any time to take a look at any of the photos or videos of what Gaza looks like right now.
Nigga, I don't want that shit.
I don't want it either.
Yeah, I don't want that shit because I know how to kill.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know how to kill.
Yeah.
I don't want that shit.
That and this is the thing, motherfuckers. Like the tactics you guys are using, they see it coming. They already know you're gonna do it because you've been doing this shit for decades. Mm-hmm. In order to get done what y'all want to get done against these powers that be, you gotta have a certain stomach for it. And you don't.
Right.
So they're gonna keep doing you the little bro shit with their hand on your forehead while you swinging at them.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna keep doing that shit. And eventually, when they get tired, they're going to do what they did at them colleges, and they're going to send their dogs, their police, in there to break that shit up. They're going to let you rock for a minute, and then they're going to send their dogs in. Because the tactics you're using, you've always used. Your grandparents used it. You've always used it. They know it. They see it coming. They train on shit like this. And for shit like this.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot more than you giving up your abortion rights. It's going to take a lot more of you basically giving up the way your society is set up, the way you're doing it, to change those things over there. And I'm telling you now, y'all ain't ready for it. You don't want it. You don't want it. Some of y'all can't even walk through the blocks me and this nigga grew up in.
Facts.
Y'all can't even walk through there and hope to make it out.
Right.
Imagine house to house fighting.
Nigga.
Like y'all don't want that shit. You just acting like you do because right now you see that shit and I get it. You're emotional. It's upsetting. It's upsetting to see them pulling kids up out of the rubble and all that shit. Fucked up. That shit's been happening, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's been happening.
Ain't news.
There's times y'all care, and then there's times you don't care.
Facts.
It's people you care about, and then it's people you don't. I can't even get you motherfuckers to say the Congo.
Right.
I can't even get you to say it.
Right.
But y'all got guys in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And you should, because that's horrible.
Absolutely.
What I'm saying is y'all selective as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That shit been happening.
It's just the facts on the ground. Like,
been happening.
And trying to act like anything else is the case is completely disingenuous.
Yo, it's delusional. We're talking a mass delusion that's happening, and I understand why it's happening because the shit's fucking horrible. And then now that we have the capability of getting these images quickly, things that happen, it's affecting us because we're humans and our brain works a certain type of way to outside stimuli. And it's affecting us. And I get it. And I get mad just like y'all. And when I hear these motherfuckers get up here and hedge their bets when there's kids being buried under the fucking rubble over there, I get mad like y'all. The difference between me and you is I understand what this place is. Yep. And it's about time y'all did too. And then make a decision on what you want to do. Are you going to come with the picket signs and go, hey, y'all, look at me. I'm mad and that's wrong. And they're going to look at that shit and go,
that's cute.
They got
right on time.
They got 7 days.
Right.
They got 7 days and then go in there and smash all that shit up. And that little tent city they built up, smash that shit up and beat them over the head with billy clubs and tase these motherfuckers and gas these motherfuckers and get them the fuck out of here so we can go back to business as usual. Y'all don't know what this place is, or you're in denial about what this place is.
Oh, nigga, thanks. And to help clarify for some people, throughout this entire new chapter, of this issue in Gaza and all that, if you paid attention, we've talked about it.
Yep.
We've expressed our feelings on it. We've expressed not wanting to put any misinformation out about it, which is why we don't talk about it in depth on the show.
Facts.
All these things. We have watched a little behind the scenes inside baseball. We've watched 2-hour-long, 3-hour-long debates about this exact topic. We send those things to each other
all the time.
So
all the time.
It's not like I don't believe anybody that listens regularly would have possibly done this, but anybody that happens to stumble across this, don't get it confused for apathy or anything like that.
No,
that's not the case. It's just that there is a more prevalent issue at hand.
There are,
unfortunately,
there are certain realities that I think people are overlooking and then acting as if the people who acknowledge those realities are somehow lacking sympathy or empathy. That's not it. That's not it. You have to realistically look at what you can control, what we can control, and how you can actually help. The fact is, if you let your society that you live in turn to shit, you will be in survival mode, and you won't be no help to those people.
It's nothing you won't be able to do.
The fact
you think that if things go the way that they're projected to go, if Project 2025 goes into full swing, that you'll have the freedom to talk about Gaza on your timeline?
Yeah, good luck with that shit. Good luck with that shit. Good luck with that shit.
Why? What is going on?
Listen, bro. Listen. Y'all gonna look. It's gonna be what it is. And if you want to be of help, make sure your boat's not sinking, so that you can actually be a voice for them outside of that.
I don't remember what country it was. I just saw on Twitter, there was, damn it, I wish I remember what country it was. There's a country that's literally about to do a social media blackout for the remainder of their election cycle so that the people so that the people in power can do all the nefarious things they want in order to remain in power.
And nobody will know.
Nobody will know. and it's nothing that they want. And the people were like, make sure you keep talking about it. How the fuck are we going to? What do you mean? There's nothing we can do about this. It's also a whole thing about delusions of grandeur, right?
That's it. That's the other thing. Delusions of grandeur. Yo,
because you think that, like, the fact that this motherfucker said something, I close it now, but something to the effect of thinking about anything else while somebody's going through a genocide is morally wrong. What are you talking about? There's nothing you can do.
Yo,
there's nothing you can do that is going to immediately change this issue.
No.
Over what is going on right now. You are facing something that is more impending.
It's bigger than you.
Right now.
It's big. Not only is it bigger than you, but I'll keep real with you. As powerful as the United States is, we always talk about how powerful the United States is.
Mm-hmm.
You.
Yeah.
Me. Everybody that's within the sound of my voice. You don't have any control over that infrastructure or its resources.
Goddamn thing you can do.
You don't have any control over that.
It's similar to an argument that I try not to bring up on here because it's kind of contradictory saying it out loud, is the fact that no person's individual vote matters.
No, your individual vote.
But telling people that has an effect that could potentially cause an issue.
Because the first thing people who see that and take that out of context will think, well, I might as well not even.
Right.
Because you didn't hear the individual part. You just heard other votes don't matter. But y'all don't control the levers of power over here.
Nah.
Nor are you willing to do what you would have to do to get to seize control. You're not willing to do that. What you're willing to do, though, is to get beat over the head with sticks, water hoses, and have your signs out and stay out there in the elements and yell and do. That's as far as you're willing to take it. And you know that.
I thought it's dumbass false equivalency about this type of thing and the fucking civil rights era.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the people that they were fighting against are here.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are here.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the miles and miles and miles
over
and miles and miles away over two oceans.
Yeah. Yeah.
that we have no fucking real tangible control over.
Yo, you don't even control your news. Like, they can literally decide not to cover you. I'm gonna give you an example. Do y'all remember the Wall Street protest? Y'all remember that, right? For a while, that's what the news covered.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was marching up in there. After a while, but they got tired of covering it. The protesting didn't stop.
No, it just moved on.
The press stopped covering it. So after a while, the average rank and file person forgot that it was even happening.
Facts.
Y'all don't control none of that shit.
You don't even have to be that specific. Black people.
Oh, damn.
All y'all dumbass, ineffectual, slow motherfuckers talk about, oh, they only care with police killers, but we kill each other all the time. Why ain't nobody saying nothing? There are consistent movements and actions being taken throughout the communities to stop Black people from killing other people.
Yes.
But what happens is, unless there's some big noise being made, it doesn't get covered.
Nope.
It's just how that works. It's something that you actually have to find on your own.
You have to find that on your own. Listen, what GA says here, I was thinking about this earlier today. You know why Martin Luther King managed to get people to actually talk to him, people in power to talk to him? Because there was a Malcolm X.
Yeah.
There has to be a threat.
Yeah.
Like an alternative. Oh, you don't want to deal with this? But then you're going to have to deal with this.
Right.
Right? Damn, this is the lesson. That's how it is. Like, y'all got to understand something. This is not a planet full of saints It's the human ape. And there's certain things we going to do just as a species. It's ingrained in us. Certain shit we going to do. And we're going to always do. Right? Mm-hmm. And that could be the death of all of us at some point in history.
Oh, sure.
It possibly could be. But the reality of the situation is y'all not willing to do the things you need to do to make those changes. In order to make those first of all, y'all don't control the budget. None of you control the budget. So y'all don't even get to determine what they spend money on. And I'm going to tell you something about the shit that happens up in the Pentagon. Just in case you don't realize. They will always prioritize war and the ability to make war and the ability to defend themselves against war over everything else, which is the reason why for years and years and years and years and years, they get the biggest chunk of the national budget.
Yep.
It will always prioritize.
Exactly, GA. When the George Floyd thing happened and the Freddie Gray thing and all that terrible shit within that cluster of time happened, we were on here almost every other week going through those statistics.
We was going through the numbers.
Yeah.
The actual numbers.
Nah, it's and that goes along with the point I'm making. These motherfuckers, you have to find it for yourself.
Yeah.
You cannot assume that because you aren't aware of something that it doesn't exist.
Facts.
That's just
because if they decide to close the curtain on it, you would never know.
Right.
You would never know.
It's that simple.
It's a reason why they was in talks of getting rid of TikTok. It's a lot of
absolutely.
You don't have control over what they spend their military budget on. They're going to prioritize who they consider to be their allies.
Right.
They're going to prioritize their interest in the region.
Mm-hmm.
And the United States feels like Israel, and they felt like this for years. Israel, it's in their interest to have a country like Israel there.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Your government.
Yeah.
And I don't care which one of them motherfuckers, be it Democrat or Republican, they all think that way, which is why they, even the ones of them try to hedge their bets and say things a certain type of way so it seems like they're on your side. That's all cap.
Yeah.
Because they might feel that way personally, but this ain't about personal shit.
Right.
This is about, for them, what this country and its interests is best served as. That's it. That's all. You don't even factor into that.
Nope.
Because if they feel like you no longer serve the interest of this country,
they
will handle you.
Yep. Very simple.
It's time to grow up. It's time to actually see where the fuck you are, who your leaders are, and what their actual intentions are. And it's also time for you to come to grips with what are you willing to do about it. If we're honest, you ain't willing to do the shit that's necessary.
And that's the thing.
You're not.
Like, there are, at any given time, there are a million different things and a million different causes that you can put your energy toward. You would be doing a much better service to humanity.
Yeah.
To focus your energy on something that you're actually willing to be effectual.
Yes.
Nigga.
Yes. Because here's the thing. Every single issue that we have over here, it's not impossible to use the tactics you're using to fix those. You absolutely could fix those with these tactics. The thing you're trying to fight is above you.
Yep.
It's above all those tactics. It's above you. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's 350 million Americans over this motherfucker, and a lot of them don't agree with you.
Right.
So now you got to deal with them doing what they think they need to do to stop you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the government saying, we're going to do what the fuck we want to do. And if you get too far out of line,
right.
You get too far out of line, or you getting brolic.
Right. Like y'all don't know the history of Israel and the role that we played in them being in the position that they're in,
and why we were so interested in them having an Israel in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't want them people coming over here,
right,
bro? It's a lot about this shit.
It's relatively similar, well, tangentially similar to the whole Liberia thing. Like
Yes.
I mean, there's a whole
history.
There's a pattern.
There's a pattern. There's a pattern. That's the best way to put it. There's a pattern.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Like, I feel for them folks too badly.
Absolutely.
A nigga like me been mad about what they did in the Congo since they killed Patrice Lumumba. Yeah. Y'all young.
Yeah.
Y'all young and don't realize all the atrocities that have taken place.
Facts.
That no generation has been able to stop.
Yeah. Facts. Like I've been tangentially aware of the issues at Gaza since what was that, like 2007? Mm-hmm. And ironically, that's because of Lupe.
Right. Because Lupe, you're right.
So yeah, like I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So
I know they don't.
No, not at all. Ain't no way. So it's been a while since we talked about anything related to Drake and Kendrick. Drake has released 100 gigabytes of unreleased content.
Yeah. Have you heard any of it?
No, I have not. Apparently there are only 3 new songs.
Wait, hold up. These must be some long ass songs.
No. It's a bunch of content. No, it's a bunch of content in there, but apparently there are only 3 new songs. The reason I say apparently is because the 3 new songs are from that leak are now on streaming services.
Interesting.
And someone surmised that Universal was like, no, nigga, you cannot just like we just gave you 400 million. No, nigga, you cannot just drop these new songs and not get any recoup on it. No, nigga. What the fuck do you think you're doing?
This is a lesson. So often us indies complain a lot about not having the funding to do this. I wish we could do this, blah, 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 blah. But there are some downsides to being a dependent artist where you're under contract with motherfuckers. You can't just do, like, yo, quiet is kept. Me and this nigga have been dropping music steadily.
Yeah.
Steadily. In rap, outside of rap. In rap, outside of rap, right? Because nobody can tell us what the fuck to do. Nobody knows what the fuck to do.
And I hate this idea. I was gonna read this article, but fuck him. Only because I've been seeing this dumb shit. So I feel like when something happens, right? Something is catastrophic, and I'm being facetious when I say catastrophic. Drake will be fine. But something as catastrophic as what happened with this whole Kendrick thing.
From a PR standpoint, yeah.
Yeah, from a PR standpoint, it's like, what are you doing? Everything that he's dropped since then has not done what it would have normally done. Now, some people are saying that it's about it's a quality issue. I don't know because I haven't listened to all of it. I've listened to a couple of them things, and the things that I have listened to, I was like, eh. But I've always been like that with Drake from a certain point in his career. There are certain things I'm like, oh, okay, it's kind of dope. And then there are more things that I'm like, it's not for me. So this is, though, there's nothing you can do to convince anybody that's not a Drake stan that this is an act of desperation.
It is.
Who the fuck does this? Nobody does this. This is not, and people will, the stans will be like, oh, nobody else is giving you this much content. Yeah, because they don't fucking have to.
Hold up. First of all, that's interesting because the reality is they're making this argument based on this one man as if there's not a bunch of content that comes out from various different artists.
Yes.
You know, I'm going to tell you guys something, and this may sound weird, but back in the day, we used to get music from several artists. So we always had new music.
Yeah, it didn't really matter.
It didn't need to come from one.
There was enough people in rotation that you were a fan of that you got your fill some way or another.
It's weird that the only source of music you guys seem to be consuming is one artist.
Yeah. Regardless
you feel like if he doesn't drop anything, then all of a sudden the music industry is
no, it's over. No,
that's
nigga,
crazy.
What are you talking about? 100 gig? All right. So for people who don't know, right? let me see something. But for people who have no idea, let me look up. Let me see. Projects. What was that one? Hold on. Projects and look up. So, for those who, this was not even on this project. Anyway, so the song Liberty that Tim and I did, the fully mixed, fully mastered version is blah, 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 44 megabytes.
Yeah.
You would need like 20 of these.
Yeah.
To be close to 1 gigabyte.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, some of it is video. Some of it is video. You know, some of it is behind the scenes, making ofs, stuff like that. But nigga, 100 gigs, that's peak desperation.
It is.
Like, what are you talking about?
His fans won't acknowledge it, but the reality is the best advice he was given was to shut the fuck up for a while.
Yeah, fall back.
And then when you drop a banger, there'll be people that are completely, that shit will be so old about what was said about you that there are people that's not even will be thinking about that at the time, and they'll be so consumed because I'm telling you, people have the attention span that's less than a goldfish. All right. So if he'd have just shut the fuck up and went away from it,
right.
Imagine him starting right before spring of next year.
Mm-hmm. It would be, he's shutting shit down if he did that.
But his ego won't allow him to do that.
It's always the ego. Mm-hmm. Why is it never the end? Anyway,
never the end.
So somebody said, why is no one telling Drake one of his main problems is oversaturation?
Because y'all can't stop it. I had a supervisor, right? I used to work at a place called Baltimore Spice. I had a supervisor named Gerald Spann. That was my nigga. But he was annoying. And there were times where he was straight up wrong about an order or about some other shit that was work related. And it was up to me and others on the staff to go, yo, this is wrong. He wouldn't listen.
Right.
And then when it turned up fucked up, one of us would say, yo, I told you this such and such and such. You know what he used to respond with? He had a high-pitched voice. First of all, you don't tell me shit. This is the issue with Drake right now. This is the issue. You can't tell him that. You can't tell him shit because in his mind, I'm the biggest rap artist in the history of rapidy rap, right? I made all this money. I done had sex with all your girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can't, the way I've been doing it got me this.
Yeah.
Y'all can't tell me shit. And that mentality got him out here looking super desperate.
Nigga.
And it looked bad because, yo, you can literally chill for a few months on a pile of money the size of the Eiffel Tower.
Right. As long as that damn record company ain't pressuring you to put music out,
yeah,
you ain't got to put music out. So somebody else said this is the natural next step for an artist who releases music at the rate that Drake does. But the timing of it just screams that he's trying to change the narrative.
That's what
He's throwing everything he has at fans in hopes that something will stick.
Yeah.
And yes, eventually something will stick, but this wasn't it.
No. And that's the other thing too. So a lot of the little shit he was doing features with motherfuckers doing that whole time, they was ass. And y'all know it.
Yeah.
They was ass. And y'all know it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. His fans don't want to admit it. Because they want a W no matter what. Like they want to be able to walk away from this saying, he the man. I'm gonna tell you the other thing they're doing. Because they've been conditioned by this nigga to think that this is something that's supposed to be a thing. Well, if y'all get rid of Drake, it's not like Kendrick gonna feed y'all. He ain't gonna feed me. Nigga, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Yeah. I have a life. I listen to quite a few musicians of different genres.
Right.
I don't need a motherfucker to feed me. Like I'm 260 pounds.
All right.
He don't drop enough. He don't drop enough.
The only time I would have this type, and it still wouldn't be to this degree, but the only time I would have this sentiment is if it's been some years.
Yeah.
It's been some years. One of my favorites.
You have a fan base.
All right, no, nigga, where you at?
Right, because you have a fan base, right?
Yeah,
and they invested a lot of time and attention on you, and then you disappear for a few years. Yeah, then I can see that. But the idea that Kendrick ain't gonna feed you, the way they frame
nigga.
The way they frame that is some sucker shit for real. Like, I'm a grown ass man. What are you talking about? I'll make my own music. Feed myself, nigga.
Everybody doesn't have that luxury.
So. Yes, they do. This shit
easy to not the way. All right, hey, shush. God damn it. All right, moving on from that. This is what I really want to get into. The most decorated Olympic gymnast.
Thank you.
Of all, not even close to my nigga. Of all time, a black woman
named
Simone Biles. She also happens to be 4'8".
Miss Biles.
Facts.
Fuck that.
She also happens to be 4'8". That's when I found that out. I was like, yo. But then I started paying attention. Like
Stephanie Mills height.
Yo, when I would see video of her before I found out, it was like it never registered. Once I heard that she was actually 4'8", and I went and watched some of these videos, like, oh.
Yeah. Yo, but you gotta, it's always these short motherfuckers that are the best they are and what they do. It's always.
No, she can, during a routine, and yes, I know there's a slight spring to the floor.
It don't matter. You see them.
During her routine, she can jump over Shaq.
Yo, you see those calves and thighs, yo. The strength in them legs.
Crazy. I know, right?
She's almost a mutant.
No, she is 100% royalty, and nothing will ever change that.
Yo, I'm glad y'all referenced that because I am so tired of are you kidding? She's bench pressing the moon. Motherfuckers is worried about
you like but her hair. Yeah. Okay. What about it?
She's leg pressing.
You're seeing her
and you must
you're seeing her in a situation where she is how do we say competing athletically.
Yes.
Generally. Now to slightly be fair to the other side, yes, the track girlies, they be having their hair did and all that shit. Cool. I don't know that even having that personality, being those people, if they were gymnasts instead of track girlies, I don't think that they would have. So because you do it way too much flipping and jumping and all that other shit. Moving straight, that's one thing. Having a flip and all that,
doing triple Lindy's and shit.
Right. What the doing going up there and performing a Simone Biles or a Simone Biles 2 or Simone Biles 3, because she has moves named after her because she's the greatest of all time. Yeah, she's the greatest of all time. She has moves named after her. But going up there and trying to do any of those things with a wig on or I don't think
I need y'all to focus.
Yeah,
focus on the things that matter.
This is not a fucking fashion show or no dumb shit. This is athletic competition.
Bro, she's amazing.
She is a monster.
All y'all can talk about is her hair.
Yo, this nigga did a standing somersault and landed and then threw out a first pitch. Like in civilian clothes though. Like in jeans. Like did a standing somersault and then tossed the first pitch out. Like, what are we talking about?
Yo, one of the Orisha sent their demis down here, and you motherfuckers are talking about her hair?
Yeah, I just don't. Also, it's another weird ass thing that I have not talked about anywhere publicly because I have not had the time to find an approach that I felt would work. But the fucking conversation came back up again, and I've seen her speak on it now, so I can be confident in the take that I had from the beginning.
Right.
So her husband, I don't know this nigga name, something Owens, Jonathan Owens, I think. Hold on, now I gotta double check because it came to my mind.
Listen, we got all kinds of tech over this motherfucker right here. Hold up.
I think it is Jonathan Owens. Yep, Jonathan Owens. How the fuck did I remember that? Anyway, so he's a football player.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as big in the NFL as I used to be, so I can't tell you if he's that good of a football player or not.
Right.
But he was good enough to be on a football podcast.
Right.
I don't know if that was because he's married to Simone Biles. I don't know. I didn't listen to the fucking podcast. But one of the things that happened in the podcast was he mentioned how he didn't know who she was when they met, and she was the one who was kind of chasing him. Now,
okay,
the girls went fucking insane. Who the fuck are you? Nobody knows who you are. That's crazy. She needs to leave him. Blah, blah, this, blah, blah. Oh, no, nigga, it got crazy.
She needs to leave him?
It got wild. It got super wild. Mind you, if the memory serves, because I used my memory powers to remember his name, so I might be off about this next detail I'm about to give you. But if memory serves, she was right next to him in the interview. I don't remember if she was on screen or she was just in the room.
Wait a minute. So let me see if I'm hearing this correctly.
Mm.
She's in the room, probably in the room with him while he's saying this. And he says she was chasing him. So women don't chase men? Because
it's a thing.
Like if this is what we're saying, I think that's cap, and I think y'all on some bullshit.
Nigga.
Y'all on some bullshit.
I'm living proof.
I've chased and I've been chased.
Well, yeah, because we're human.
Yes,
humans.
We are human.
Humans. Certain humans.
And to go after what they
when
want.
They see something and they desire it, they tend to make steps to acquire what they desire.
Facts.
That's the thing that we do. Is okay.
Facts.
All right. Now that got down to like a fever pitch, and it was still in the ether, but I didn't see it all the time because I'm not in the circles. I don't specifically follow Simone, and I don't follow this nigga at all.
Right.
So I wasn't seeing a bunch of it when nothing was happening.
Right.
But then the Olympics comes around, and there's a picture of him wearing her gold medal. They lost their shit. Why are you wearing her gold medal? Blah, blah, this, blah, blah. What the fuck are you talking about? That's her husband.
I gotta say, yo, I constantly go at these red pill ass niggas because I think the shit they be talking about is completely egregious. when y'all do shit like this, though, y'all make it hard for me, for real. This is dumb because I don't know about y'all. She got her husband.
Mm-hmm.
She got her man.
Mm-hmm.
And she is, quote unquote, got a high value guy. Isn't that the big thing that the red pillars like to throw around about high value men? And y'all doing everything in y'all power to throw dirt on that. She went out there, got this guy, went and found a black guy. We talking black love here.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all doing everything y'all can to throw salt and dirt on it. That's the wildest shit to me. We should be celebrating the black family. Because
let me read some of this. Oh no, it's not. Hold on. Let me be clear. I have seen some black women say this.
Okay.
But it's not been mostly black women.
Oh, damn.
Damn. I found something. Hopefully this has enough detail to fix anything I may have messed up. Simone Biles and Jonathan Owens have faced several challenges in their relationship. Owens' controversial remark on the Pivot podcast where he claimed men are the catch. That's what he said. He said he was the catch. When he claimed men are the catch. Yeah. Claimed men are the catch in relationships sparked backlash. Biles defended him, saying he didn't mean it negatively, likely speaking with sarcasm considering her recent historic Olympic performance. Additionally, their relationship began shortly after Biles' previous one ended, raising questions about rebound dynamics. Despite these hurdles, Biles constantly defends their marriage publicly, highlighting the love and commitment they share. Long distance in their busy athletic careers add further strain, but the couple remain strong and supportive of each other. Now with Jonathan's NFL season starting, it's her turn to support him. Their relationship has also been tested by external scrutiny and public opinions, which often come with being high-profile athletes. Biles and Owens work hard to prioritize their relationship amidst their demanding schedules, frequently sharing moments of life together on social media to showcase their strong bond. Despite the red flags and obstacles, they continue to focus on building a strong, solid foundation for their future. And then let me see if I can find something about the
there's no way in the world that they're not going to have hurdles and obstacles given who they are, what they do for a living. But I got to say this. There are women that are catches. There are also men that are catches. Like I'm trying to figure out what's the outrage exactly, right? Him saying he's the catch. So he's not allowed to say that? So we going to just sit here and act like a guy working in the NFL, literally, if he's been playing football his whole life, from high school to college, they got an NFL. So we gonna act like we don't know that there are women that literally
he's been in the NFL since 2018.
So we gonna sit here and act like we don't know. That's not a reality that women don't like. They like these players have money and they have notoriety and all this other shit to come with, and just the branding of being an NFL athlete, right? We're going to act like there's not women that's interested in that.
Yeah.
That's not part of a data point, a checkbox. Like, oh, shit, we're going to act like that. That's the same as men acting like the things that we desire the most in women, when we see a woman that has a lot of those things, they're not a catch.
Right. They absolutely are.
What are we saying?
Right. All right, so Mr. Owens shared a picture of himself and the Olympian on Instagram following the U.S. women's gymnastics team's victory in the all-around competition. In the now viral photo, he is seen holding the medal and wearing it around his neck. Many people criticized and slammed him for wearing the medal. He said, quote, his caption said, "Witnessing history every time you step on the mat. Congrats, baby, on becoming the most decorated American gymnast in Olympic history. Just wow, 8 of them. So thankful I was there to see it." That's a terrible caption. Why would he make that all about him? Really? All right, so a person commented why he owned it like he won it. Somebody said, why you own it like he won it? Give the medal back. That's not yours. Somebody else said,
y'all want to cause enmity between America. Y'all.
Somebody else said, God, he just keeps making it worse for himself.
Oh, is he? Hold up. He's making it worse. How are things worse for him? With who?
And I am so glad that she actually responded to this. She said, Crazy thing is, I put my medal on every single one of my family members and took pictures. So don't ever make assumptions. Like, y'all are so fucking miserable. Leave us alone.
They are. She's right. Yo, she's right.
Yes.
She's
Yo,
right.
all right. And I think I hope this video's still here. I think I saved one. This shit was unhinged. I ain't even going to hold you. So this woman made a TikTok about this, like slamming him for wearing the gold medal, right?
No.
Simone Biles commented on my video. Simone Biles, Olympic gold medalist, most decorated gymnast of all time, took time out of her day, I think she's at the Olympics, to comment about the situation about her husband wearing her medal. She said, crazy thing is, I put my medal on every single one of my family members and took pictures. So don't ever make assumptions like y'all are so fucking miserable. Leave us alone. I'm honored to be told to fuck off by such a talented woman. Yeah, she told us to shut the fuck up, and she put the medal on him. So she told him to. I can't really be mad if she told him to. You know what I mean? And maybe he is really taking notes and keeping score. That's cute. That's more than anyone's ever done for me. And you know what? Maybe I'm miserable. I'll be called miserable by the most decorated gymnast of all time. I don't really care.
So here's the hold up. Here's the original video.
Take her medal off. Take her medal off. Was it you, Mr. Simone Biles, who was flying through the air yesterday? Was it you who spun like a top 30 times in the air and landed without stumbling? No. You were taking notes in the audience, and I thought that was cute. I was going to give him a pass. I thought him keeping score in the audience.
I was going to give him a pass? Who the fuck? Okay.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
And I was gonna take it easy on him. To open Instagram, why is her medal around your neck for the picture? For the picture that you post? After all we've learned nothing. What a choice. What a choice. And in the audience, he does look like pretty studious though, and like he's like really paying attention. Let her wear the medal for the picture that you post.
Let them do
after everything that's gone on. That could be a pretty simple PR move. He's like, this is my only time to wear a gold medal around my neck, so I guess I'll just take this chance now. Not like I already got made fun of by the entire internet for trying to overshadow my wife.
I hate the internet. This is when I hate the internet. Right here.
I'm not watching no more of this shit. Yo, GA is hilarious. GA said she need to go click her mouse button and relax. Yo.
Bro.
You know what's funny?
Who the fuck?
Wait, hold on. Remember what you about to say. You know what's funny? This was not the topic. But go ahead.
No, I know, facts.
I just remembered it. What I was about to talk about what the actual topic is. But go ahead.
Who the fuck do y'all think y'all are, man? Who the fuck do y'all think y'all are? Y'all see what they have gone and done, right? Is they have gone and invented this whole scenario, this whole story about how poor Simone Biles is being abused by her demanding, selfish husband, and that they are the ones that are going to hold him accountable for his wicked, wicked ways. What was so telling is when in her reply back from the shit that Simone said about the minding their fucking business, she said, it's more than anyone's done for me. See, this is why, like I said, y'all make it really hard for us who ain't on that red pill shit. Because when they say shit like that, we're quick to go, hey, shut the fuck up. You can't blah, blah, blah. Right. The only thing that we keep to our vest in that argument is that you're speaking about this one person or these couple of people. This is not all women. But when y'all do shit like this,
you make it difficult.
You make it hard. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? She told you to shut the fuck up, leave them alone, mind your business. That's what you should have did from the first. Why are y'all in this? Who sent for you?
Yeah.
Like, is she asking y'all to run to her defense every time you see? You not in her house?
So to be clear, I want to be clear. When you become a celebrity, unfortunately,
Yes.
you are signing a social contract that people will be commenting on your life, right?
It's true. It's true.
The problem here, though, is nothing was done wrong.
Right.
That's what the issue is.
There's
In this
line,
situation, there was nothing done wrong. She let her husband, told her husband to put the medal on so a picture could be taken. And he posted it to social media.
She's done with all her other families. And by the way, let me just say this. Even if she hadn't have done it,
even if she didn't, that's her husband.
That's her husband. Are y'all crazy?
And the caption that he posted was all about her. All about how proud he was and all that other type of stuff.
Y'all gotta touch some grass. Bro, listen, I'm gonna tell you,
this
man.
Is the definition of some. This is bitter personified.
Yo, I hate the attention economy, yo. I really do, because this is the downside of it. Like, yes, all right. Anybody that does any sort of artistic thing or create some sort of media, they want people to give it some attention, to watch it, to engage with it, whatever. That's everybody. But there's a line with everything.
Yes.
There's a line with everything. Like, I have a life. I expect you guys to have lives too. You join us on Saturdays because we're a nice distraction, or maybe something you like to listen to while you're doing something else. We laugh, we can fall, we talk about some shit, we make some points. Y'all agree or y'all disagree.
Right.
And you come back every Saturday. But know what we don't expect? We have no way of even thinking that between the end of this show and that entire week, y'all all sit with your faces to a wall. Boy, sure can't wait for the Black Culture Geeks and do nothing else.
Right. Nah, clearly we all have lives. I'll make this relatable. I'll make this super relatable. When Tim and I first started getting close, there may have been a time or two where I may have said something to him on social media that somebody who has been a fan of his for a long time may have had questions about, or may have had an issue with.
Yes.
This has nothing to do with you. Mind your fucking business.
This is my job.
I can say this.
Right.
Don't think that you can.
Right.
This is not that.
Right. This ain't that.
Calm the fuck down.
And y'all know I'm a contentious ass nigga when I feel away. So mind your business. This is what we do. Like, don't interfere. That's like somebody. Yo, I just, for the life of me, just can't. Y'all don't see how out of line you are. Y'all don't see how out of line you are. Telling this woman about her household and what she does with her husband and y'all all in y'all in their business to the point of not just reporting and making some commentary on. Y'all literally are trying to set it up and set a narrative.
Y'all doing
she's in an abusive type relationship, and I think that's some funky shit y'all pulling right there.
Yeah,
that's some
funky
worst
shit that you can do.
Yeah, man.
You don't put that shit on nobody.
She tried,
especially with as little information as you have about.
You don't know nothing about that. Listen, the reality is she out here living her best life. She's accomplishing things. She's actually gone through some mental health issues that she had to address, and she went like a responsible adult, even though she's only 4'8". She went and handled that shit. Then she came back and made you all eat it.
Yeah.
All the criticisms that there was especially some motherfuckers on the right doing it, talking about all that shit. Y'all talked about her. She went and she handled her fucking business, her personal business.
She did what she needed to do for her. And then she came back to put a stamp on the fact that she is the greatest gymnast to ever walk the earth.
You know what I'm saying? Like the reality is, all of you that ran your fucking pie holes. How does it feel now?
I'm glad that you asked that, because that leads us into what the actual topic is. Michaela Skinner posted a new video on August 6th asking Simone Biles on Instagram to put a stop to the drama between them. After Skinner said she and her family have received death threats because of Biles' Instagram caption, seemingly directed at comments that Skinner made about this year's Team USA gymnast. The former team member made a plea to Biles to speak out again and end the back and forth. Let's play this video. Let's see what Miss Skinner had to say about the situation.
Imagine my surprise last week when I was celebrating our team winning gold, just to see this brought up all over again by a caption on an Instagram post. If Simone truly believes that I called our team lazy and lacking talent, and if that's really how she feels, I am really heartbroken over it, but not just heartbroken because it isn't how I feel.
Let's pause right there. She said, for those in the cheap seats, she said, if Simone feels that I called this team talentless and lazy, then I'm heartbroken. Not only heartbroken because that's not how I feel. Remember that. We'll get back to that in a little bit.
Or even what I previously said, heartbroken because Simone's latest post and others that followed it fueled another wave of hateful comments, DMs, articles, and emails. Hate that includes death threats to me, my family, and even my agent. So my family and my friends don't deserve to be caught in a crossfire here. They've done nothing.
Why are you saying everything is from upward
To
inflection?
Simone, I am asking you directly and publicly to please put a stop to this. Please ask your followers to stop.
Literally, the end of every line, there's an upward inflection. Yes. I'm asking Simone to please put a stop to this and ask your followers to stop. Like, anyway.
You have been an incredible champion for mental health awareness, and a lot of people need your help now. We've been hurt and attacked in ways that I am certain you never intended. Your performance, the team's performance, and the Olympics in general should be a time that we support one another and lift each other and our country up. I love our country and I love our team, and I hope that we can.
All right, enough white women tears. All right, so
she wants some cheese with that wine.
Now, she said, I'm heartbroken that Simone feels like I don't feel the team is talented.
Yeah,
and I feel
they're lazy.
Heartbroken because that's not how I feel, and that's not what I said. In her video that is now deleted, Skinner said, besides Simone, I feel like the talent and the depth just isn't like what it used to be. She continues, I mean, obviously, a lot of girls don't work as hard. The girls just don't have the work ethic.
That's lazy.
That's a quote.
That's literally the definition of what lazy is.
Okay. So let me go back to the original article. Blah, blah, blah. No. Okay, it was a glorious and celebratory moment when Simone Biles clinched the gold medal for Team USA at the women's gymnastics team final on Tuesday during the 2024 Olympics. But amid the joy of becoming the most decorated Olympic gymnast of all time, Queen Simone found a spare moment to be petty.
I loved it too.
On Simone Biles' Instagram, the athlete seemed to take aim at former Olympic team member Michaela Skinner, who had previously appeared to criticize the current women's gymnastics team as lacking talent and not working hard. Simone posted a picture of them, the current team, holding the flag, and the caption says, lack of talent, lazy Olympic champions.
It was so petty. Loved it.
Skinner had made the comments. Oh, and then the day after she posted that, Simone posted on Twitter that, Michaela blocked her. And Simone posted, I've been blocked. With a crying emoji, crying face, black emoji. Skinner had made the comments in a YouTube video shortly after the Olympic team was solidified. Again, saying, I feel like the talent and the depth just isn't like what it used to be. I mean, obviously, a lot of girls don't work as hard. The girls just don't have the work ethic. While Skinner's criticism that seemingly sparked Bowles' caption happened in the last few months, Skinner has been a frequent source of controversy over years. Here's the history behind the beef. It sort of started in 2016. Despite placing fourth all around at the Olympic trials, Skinner was chosen as an alternate for the Rio Olympic team when the gymnastics board decided to pull the 7th and 8th place finalists onto the team instead. One of those spots went to Gabby Douglas, a reigning Olympic gold medalist. Apparently, upset about being named an alternate, Skinner posted a photo of her face photoshopped on Douglas's body in a team photo, along with what Slate called, quote, a racist series of emojis, end quote. This Slate reported, along with what was described as a bad attitude, quote, cemented Skinner's villain edit in the gymnastics world, end quote. Skinner apologized on social media at the time, writing, quote, I'm so sorry if I offended anyone. I was in the wrong by retweeting that tweet. I'm so grateful to be part of the team. Go USA, end quote. Skinner continued to face mild controversy because of her outspokenness about the sport online that has been interpreted as her being, quote, cocky, something that some have defended, given how male athletes are often permitted to advocate for themselves.
Keep going, I can hear you.
Face criticism for it. In 2021, Skinner went to Tokyo Olympics as an event specialist, but secured a silver medal when she stepped in to tackle the vault in Simone Biles' place, something Biles reportedly encouraged. According to ESPN, Biles told Skinner she wanted to see her on the medal podium when she decided to step back from the event because of the twisties. Quote, with Simone, we're the OGs of the team. And to just have her support and her having to step out of finals and her just pushing me along every single day to help me place on that podium has been so cool. And at that time, Simone commented on her Instagram and said, I'm so freaking proud of you. Oh, how things have changed. After the Olympic gymnastics team was solidified on June 30th, Skinner posted a YouTube video reflecting on the choices, which is when she made the comments that sparked Bowles' reaction a month later. In the now deleted video, Skinner said, quote, besides Simone, I feel like the talent and the depth just isn't like what it used to be. Just notice, obviously a lot of girls don't work as hard. The girls just don't have the work ethic, end quote. The backlash to her comments was swift. By July 3rd, Skinner had issued an apology claiming that her words were misinterpreted. Quote, hey guys, I just wanted to pop on here real quick because I know we did the recap on YouTube and I feel like a lot of you guys had misinterpreted or misunderstood exactly what I was meaning or had said. Skinner said in the Instagram story, according to People, she claimed that her comments weren't, quote, always necessarily about the current team because I love and support all the girls that made it and I'm so proud of them. Okay, sure. In her initial YouTube video, Skinner said that some of the apparently lacking work ethic could be attributed to new safe sport regulations, rules put in place to help prevent abuse in the U.S. Olympic sports. Quote, coaches can't get on athletes and they have to be really careful what they say, end quote. Skinner addressed this claim in her apology, saying that her comments were geared toward her experience in the gym compared to what she sees today. Quote, it was more about going back into my own gym, just the work ethic is different compared to when we were doing gymnastics in the Marta era. And I'm not sticking up for Marta or saying what she did was good. I'm just saying it was different. In a formal apology posted on X, Skinner says she's still coming to terms with emotional and verbal abuse that she experienced, which she said may have contributed to her hurtful comments. Oh, which one is it? Did you not mean it, or did the abuse contribute to those comments?
Yeah.
Team USA and our gymnast community. I want to formally apologize to Team USA and to our gymnast community for my comments during my recent YouTube episodes of the Gymnast Olympic Trials. It was not my intention to offend or disrespect any of the athletes or to take away from their hard work.
But you
Your
did.
hard and dedication has paid off, and I congratulate each and every one of you. Upon reflection, I was comparing the Malta era to the current era. I'm coming to terms that I have not fully dealt with the emotional and verbal abuse I endured under Malta that perhaps led to my hurtful comments. I take full responsibility for what I said, and I deeply apologize. It is most important to me that the sport I love continue down the path of healing and ensures a positive environment for all. I wish you all the very best in Paris. I will be cheering you all on. Go Team USA. After the current Team USA won gold, Skinner posted a picture of the team with heart emojis on her Instagram story. Still, after Bowles' clapback, it appears the former friends are now officially on the outs. The USA member and Team Vogue cover star Jordan Childs posted a photo of Bowles' phone with Skimmer's Instagram open, only to reveal that Skimmer's page had no post visible to Bowles because she blocked Simone. Childs isn't the only one to weigh in on Simone Bowles' Instagram drama. Infamous homo horse guy, Steven, I'm not even going to attempt to say this last name. Quote, caption goes crazy. Post, while teammate Suni Lee wrote, quote, put a finger down if Simone Bowles just ended you, end quote. Michaela Maroney, former Olympic gymnast, wrote, quote, it doesn't get more iconic than this. She fucked around and found out, for real. Feels like I need to apologize just to redeem my first name. End quote. U.S. Gymnastics even dipped in the comment section, leaving 3 blushing emojis. Yikes. Listen.
You know, when we say just shut the fuck up, you can always
an option. Nobody. I don't think anybody that is arguing in good faith wants your family to be receiving death threats.
Of course not. Of course not.
I'm torn on your agent because your agent still continues to represent you.
Right.
You deserve backlash. I'm not going to go so far as to say death threats.
Hell no.
You deserve backlash because you was on some bullshit. You threw the rock and you tried to hide your hand and the shit didn't work.
And now you playing victim.
Right. Hey, I'm not. Bullying is a cycle. And that's the thing that a lot of bullies tend not to understand. You happen to have the high ground now.
Right.
That shit can change in an instant.
And I've watched it happen in real time.
And now you are at the mercy of whoever is now on top. It is now their prerogative to be merciful or to be just.
What's Simone supposed to do, though? Like, what's the expectation of Simone in this?
Whose expectation? My expectation?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Oh, we know yours then.
She wants Simone to make a public statement and ask for people to stop harassing her. That's what she wants.
No.
Yeah, no. Fuck you.
I'm not responsible for people who want to take this so far as it. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I didn't ask nobody to do this shit.
We shouldn't even have had to have said no one wants you to get death threat. That's
right.
Not so off. That's so
right.
That's so off the mark for anybody to do that based on this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But certainly Simone didn't want nobody to give you death threats. She responded to your pettiness.
Yeah.
So
when you're a child and your people take you to the park and you see other children and everybody's running around, so you want to run around with the other children. You see a child or two fall, but you don't think twice about it. You're like, yeah, we can all go play and have fun. Even some of the times that you see them fall, they get up laughing. You're like, oh shit, all right, cool. That looks dope. Let me go engage in that. You're in the park. There's dirt. You get pushed down.
There's dirt.
You get pushed down, but it doesn't hurt. You get back up. All right, cool. You see somebody on the slide, they slide down this really weird way that makes them slide quickly, but they don't land on their feet, they land on their back. And you're like, oh, I want to try that. That looks fun. You go up to the top of the slide, you slide down, you got your arms up, you got your legs up, you don't land on your feet, you land on your back. Didn't hurt you. All right, cool, you had fun. End of the day, the sun's starting to go down, your parents take you home. And then shortly after, you realize your head is itching. You didn't intend to get ringworm. It wasn't your intention.
No.
But it was always a possibility that could have happened.
Facts.
So, because you're a child, nobody blames you because you're a fucking child. You have no reason to think beyond the possibilities of what you see in front of you and wanting to have fun. Like, what? Why would you? Why would you consider? However, once you become an adult, you're supposed to consider things like that. Yeah. You don't see how crazy it sounds for you to have already been in a situation where you were fucking over a black woman and then come back years later and then talk about how this team is so terrible. No, you didn't say those words, but what the fuck you think people gonna think when they hear you talk about they don't have a good work ethic?
Yeah, but the moment you say you don't have a good work ethic, you literally said lazy.
That's lazy.
That's lazy.
That's what laziness is.
Yeah.
And yes, I will even still man you. Being under the abusive regime, coming up under the abusive regime that you came up under, there's probably some Stockholm there. Yes, 100%. Absolutely. Actually, fuck probably. Likely. There's likely some Stockholm there. I will give you that grace. However, just because you're cut doesn't mean you get to bleed on everybody else. That's not how that's supposed to work. Hey. That's not how that is supposed to work. You are supposed to take care of your wound.
If you're funky,
that's your job. Hey,
one be funky, feel free. Just don't spread none of that funk on me.
You're supposed to take care of your wound. And
you spreading all your bodily fluids all over the place.
Bruh, like, what are you doing? No, this wasn't you. And that's funny because somebody asked Simone what was the name of that's hilarious. Somebody asked Simone what the name of the team was, and she was like, fuck around and find out.
Oh,
but she was like, no, it's actually the Golden Girls because they're the oldest team in the
and they got gold niggas.
Facts. All facts. But yeah, bro, I'm sorry. I feel sympathy for your people.
Me too.
And I feel sympathy for you getting specifically death threats.
That ain't got nothing to do with Simone.
But outside of that,
you called. What's that? Y'all ever see that movie Tombstone?
Oh,
okay. not my biography.
Yes, no.
That part when Kurt Russell was like, "You called down the thunder, so now you got it." Called the thunder down. You could have kept them words to yourself. Put that shit back in your pocket. That's what you could have did.
Absolutely. It would have been easy too.
Really?
You could have just not made the video.
That's it.
That's always an option.
That's the other thing. It's not even like an interview where somebody asks you a question and this is your fucking video.
Yeah. 100%.
No.
You could have decided to like chill out. And especially if it wasn't a fucking live stream.
Facts.
You could have watched. You could have did some quality control on that.
Mm-hmm.
Watched it back. Like, maybe I should
this line right here.
I can understand this might be taken out of context.
Yeah.
Because even if it wasn't your intention, because I'm not telling you what your intention was.
Me either. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I care about
the impact. Mm-hmm. The impact is what matters. It might have absolutely not been your intention to throw shade, and that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But if that was the case, maybe have somebody else look at it before you fucking post it. Like I don't know. Like if you're saying anything, I feel like in any situation, when you're saying something that can be construed as critical, you should probably, unless your intent is to be critical, you should probably let somebody else see it before you go ahead and throw it out to the world.
I mean, I do.
I remember I was doing the Deeper Dive series.
Oh, yeah.
And I did a video about some women. It was about the Bechdel test and all that other good stuff. And I said to Tune, I don't know if I should. So I hit up Marissa.
Yeah.
I hit up Cindy.
Yeah.
I hit up McKenna. I'm like, hey, can y'all watch this video
and tell me
before I post this and let me know if I'm off base. Like, if I'm wild for saying the thing that I'm saying in this video.
I'm not bugging.
Right. Am I bugging? Like, is it? So, yeah, that's a good practice. And
one that you might want to start using.
Because again, if your intent is to do no harm, then what harm does it do to have someone else check your work? Especially
since this wasn't like a live stream.
And it was a month before the games.
Yeah, like, oh, come on. See, that's wild right there.
Yeah, it was a month before the games started.
That's wild right there. That's wild.
So you had time.
A month before the games, you shouldn't be. Listen. A month before the games.
She did the video right after the team was solidified.
What you need to do is shut the fuck up.
It's easy.
It really is. A month before the game, they about to go out there and do their fucking thing, right? Nobody need to hear that. Facts.
There was absolutely some Stockholm involved, but there was some jealousy involved.
Come on, man.
There's no way around it.
You was hating.
Yeah.
You was hate. That's hate.
Yeah.
That's hate. That's hate.
100%.
And now, let me tell you something. I ain't even going to tell you don't have a reason to hate.
Sure.
That's Simone fucking.
But not even Simone, though. Not even Simone, though. The others. Because when you two have made it to the Olympics, competition is ingrained in athletes.
Oh, yeah.
So for you to feel like the people other than Simone, because again, greatest to ever do it. Don't even. But for you to feel like anybody else on that team, you were better than, it's okay for you to be salty about that.
Yeah. But
it's absolutely okay.
You know what you need to do, though? Because see, salt cool and shit, tastes good, make food taste better and shit, but it will raise your blood pressure up. And do all, you know what I'm saying?
It can kill you.
My thing is, keep that salt to yourself, buddy.
That's it.
Keep it.
An option.
You know that container of Morton's with the little girl on there with the yellow.
Yeah, with the metal joint. And
with the metal joint.
I got one downstairs.
Yo, keep that metal joint flat.
Yeah.
Sometimes, because again, it's a month before they about to go out there and do their thing, and it's certain shit, right? For instance, classic example. I am sure there are things when I have gone out to perform that my wife wanted to discuss with me. Something didn't do or blah, 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 this, that, and third. But I'm about to go up on stage and find all these people. This ain't the time for me to hear that. So you know what my wife usually does? She'll give me a kiss and then send a text message that I find later while I'm up on stage. Encouragement.
Yeah.
Like you could have that same amount of words, literally the same amount of words, you could have been encouraging to them. And then if you had shit you want to say about their lack of whatever, I'm pretty sure that somebody on that team would have an open line to you to talk to personally. Like, I just think that y'all don't really.
Sure, but let's take the good vibes out of this. Even if you wanted to still be a petty asshole,
right?
Why you gotta be first?
Wait
until they fuck up.
Yeah.
Wait until they fuck up.
Wait till they fuck up. Then say,
then go ahead and give you criticisms. I feel like they weren't training hard enough. Okay, cool. Because then you have a leg to stand on.
Yes.
And both like that is a great
right now you look crazy. Yo, and the second one is great
not
too.
Thought about.
It's like bad news before deployment. Don't give me that baggage. Yo, like
great points.
You know the
absolutely, an Olympic medalist should not have been giving shade to an active contender, and I'll add, given that it was about to happen,
that's why I said
shouldn't give shade to an active contender,
this
knowing how it works, what you got to do to get to that point.
The psychological. Why are you doing that?
Yeah,
and you.
I love our team and I love our country.
Team USA, right?
Do you love the team?
I'm gonna go further.
You undue criticism.
Love the country.
You gave. I ain't gonna say undue because I don't know enough.
I don't know enough either. I don't know either.
But you gave
unwanted, unhelpful. Yeah, unwanted
criticism before they even did what they were doing. Like, you didn't have to be first. It's okay to not be first. We talk about this all the time.
Yeah,
we don't have to be first. We don't try to be first most of the time because we don't like being wrong.
Right. Yo, and you know what? That's a great analogy too, because in this space, right, what you typically see from people who do some sort of media online is this mad dash to get the story out before all the details of the story are even known. And I know where they get it from. They get this shit from the larger media organizations that do the same thing. The ironic thing about that is one of the critiques and the things that the people that do this very grassroots chitlin circuit as media shit that you see is that the complaint is that they don't be getting it right. They ain't for the people, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And you're doing the same thing. You're trying to get that out to get clicks. They're trying to get it out first to get ad revenue. What's the difference? What's the difference? We don't do that here.
Nah.
We don't do that here. If we got something wrong, we got it wrong legitimately.
Yes.
not because, oh shit, we gotta hurry up and talk about this. Because if we don't, I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Nah, B, we good on that. We good on that. We prefer to be accurate.
Yo, that's facts too. That's facts too. Yo, GA say, and if that's how you felt, stand on business.
Oh, absolutely.
She flipped super fast. Coward behavior. So not only was you loud, wrong, but you also cowardly.
And here's the thing. And I understand some people might feel different about this, and I'm not trying to make it seem like there's an objective answer, right? Oftentimes, I feel like if you have an excuse for a thing that you said, an excuse or explanation, if you really feel the way that your excuse or explanation calls for, there's no reason to delete the original thing. Unless it was something so egregious.
I agree with that.
If you went full out Nazi, delete that. Sure.
Yeah.
But if you did something that could have been misinterpreted and you truly feel it was misinterpreted, there was no reason for you to take that down.
I know people who do it like this. They post something, turns out it was wrong. They put an addendum, edit on it. And the reason they said they do it is because the correction a lot of times will be in the thread, the comments, right? From other people who at the time when you posted it, they came for you and was like, nah, this ain't it. There's a lot of information in there. They feel like for them to delete the original post, kind of
covering that up.
You're covering it up, and you're also making it so that like that thread has a bunch of info, links, shit like that. This is very helpful for people who stumble along this.
Thanks.
Right? And part of it is, look, some people may not feel like it's their responsibility to do it. But you know what I find funny? You sure do feel like it's your responsibility to spread disinformation. And
you put it out there in the first place.
Right. You feel like this is a right for you to do. Well, with rights come responsibilities, motherfucker.
Thanks.
If you want to be that guy or that girl that feels like I'm the one who breaks all this news and breaks all this shit, then there's some responsibility that comes with that shit. And that is when you get it wrong, correct yourself.
Yeah. The people who may have arrived at the same conclusion or made the same mistake that you did, can now go to that original post and see the corrections.
That's it.
If you're on YouTube, make it the fucking pin post. Make the pin comment, make that your correction to whatever it is that you did. But leave this shit out. There's no reason, again, unless it was on some egregious shit.
Yes.
If you listen to some egregious shit that the literal words of it should never have been said, all right, that's cool. Go ahead and get rid of that. Don't nobody need that. But if it ain't that,
in terms of service,
right? But if it ain't that, I feel like if you truly feel like you made a mistake and you truly feel like your intentions were different than how it was taken, you can make the correction without trying to delete.
All you gotta do is just edit the post and put the word edit right under the edit. Like that's simple to do. And also, again, it's like I've said on numerous occasions, I value my credibility over my opinions.
Yeah.
Because my opinions can be wrong and can be trash. And like, if I'm wrong for it, then I want to make sure people know that I know I was wrong and I'm correcting this right now because I can be corrected. Yo, what's Chrissy over here talking about?
Chrissy said I was driving the John was playing that girl video, and all I can think was playing the smallest violin for those two.
Listen, I don't want to hit. I don't want to hit. Like I'm with GA. We don't want to hear you say lazy no more. I don't want to hit. I don't want to hit.
Next, I don't know.
This right here. That was going to start some frustration because
right.
Like people get hurt for those things, and then you're responsible because you know what I'm saying. Yes,
if it's going to cause some tangible harm, just being there,
get it out of there.
Get it out of there. But other than that, stand on that shit, and not the original opinion, but your original intent. Stand on your original intent.
Stand your original intent. And then also know that you were corrected. Like it's the same thing that happened with that situation with the women in boxing Olympic. I saw people making posts about it. They immediately jumped on the misinformation that was out there.
Yeah,
all these details that was left out. But if you'd have just took a minute before being a reactionary and actually looked at the data, you would have saw, oh, it's more nuanced than what I'm outraged at. Now, here's the downside to this, too. The downside is, specifically in that case, you can get people hurt. Because marginalized groups routinely get the shit beat out of them and fucked up because of a sentiment that's born from a misunderstanding that puts them in the limelight and makes them responsible for some foul deed. And since people already feel a certain type of way about them, right? It doesn't take much of somebody's provocation to have everybody going on a witch hunt.
Right.
Like that's shit you shouldn't be doing. But again, when you come from a privileged class, and this could be either male, ethnic group, whatever, come from a privileged class, you feel like you don't gotta worry about those repercussions. But when you're from a marginalized group, these are things you have to worry about. This is the reason why when there's something really fucked up that happens, we hear about it on the news, a lot of black people will say to themselves and to others, oh, I hope that person wasn't black. Because there's a history of, oh, a black person did this, we're going to make them all pay. All in the community pay. There's a history of that in this country. And we still got the genetic memory of the shit. We still got the genetic memory of it. We going to get blamed. We always feel like we're going to get blamed for the worst examples in our community. In other words, they did something fucked. This individual made a fucked up choice or decision. But because him and I share skin color, that's me. I did it too. That's how all of them are.
Yeah, real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So again, for the recap, you said that shit. I don't know what to tell you. It's not her job to. You're asking her to do more work than the above and beyond that she had to do to defend her active teammates from you.
Yeah.
You already made her do more work. Yep. And now you want her to do more? No.
That ain't her labor. That ain't her labor to do.
Yeah.
That ain't her labor to do.
It's just not the thing.
No.
All right. Moving on.
So let me start with my week because it ain't super long. productivity.
Hmm.
That's something you got to deal with.
It's a dirty word.
It's something I always have to deal with.
Yeah.
It ain't easy.
Being cheesy.
I have come to certain realizations, and I won't know for sure until I go get like tested or whatever. But certain explanations for why my
No, first of all, I would like to state that I've been saying this.
Shut up.
I've actually said it on the show before, actually.
Shut up.
But anyway, go ahead. Go off.
Shut up.
No, go off.
My productivity happens despite my behavior, right?
Mm-hmm.
Certain behavior that I didn't even connect to me because I lack definitions, right?
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, once I learned the definitions, shout out to my sister Cindy over here. Once I learned these definitions, I start immediately seeing those things in myself. And not only that, at the time when I found out these definitions, I was literally doing what at least 3 of the things on the list. So yeah, it's really looking like that's what this is. It's
because you don't like to listen.
Shut up.
I've been saying this.
Yeah, but you say a lot of stuff.
Oh,
I haven't taught you how to talk. Fucked it all up.
Yo, one of the time, it's funny because one of the time, because I don't bring mine up often, but one of the times that I brought mine up, I'm like, I'm fairly certain Tim fits into this category as well.
Yo. Again, when I thought about ADHD, I never saw myself through that filter or that lens. I always looking at other people, right? But not me, of course.
Right.
But that's because I didn't know what the actual full definition was. Hyperactivity, lack of focus. That's what I thought.
Right.
Nigga, that's the tip of the goddamn iceberg in that definition. There's a bunch of shit, and it's a whole. And as I went through this, I went, yo, stop. No. Hold up. Come on, man. Why this is a good thing? Because like G.I. Joe so poignantly pointed out in that Saturday morning cartoon show, knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
Knowing is half the battle. So now I have to configure my life in a way that compensates for that shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be easy. And I know it's gonna be an ongoing thing, but it don't make no sense for me to have 2 finished projects with the artwork ready to upload, be in the middle of the upload, and then do something else and completely just not even think about that.
Yep.
So that 2 weeks go by. Right? 2 weeks go by. And I was like, damn, you still haven't done that shit yet? Damn, but I was on a website. I was literally, and then go and do something else.
Completely. And even still, hold up, no, don't leave the last part out. And even still, go to start doing it again. And this nigga starts making images on an AI image generator to show me.
I'm in the middle of doing that shit. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, yo, look at this. You know, if you do this and put this together, then you can do such and such. What the fuck? This is one of many things. On this. It was shocking. It was jarring. But it also was an explanation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what's funny is I was talking to my sister about that this week. And she said, when I got old enough to even understand what the fuck that was, I knew that was you. From school. I knew that was you. I said, how come ain't nobody tell me? Yo, it's like this with everything, and it's been like this with everything. I will have 5 or 6 different projects going kind of at once, and it takes me, when all I had to do, right, was go from start to finish this one, knock that out, start to finish this one, knock this out, start to finish that, knock that out, and I'd have had all those done. Instead, it takes me 3 months. Takes me 3 months to get some shit done. Like, yo, I literally have, my God, I have comic book issues that I have written, several different titles and IPs that are in various phases of completion right now.
Yeah. Also, it's not just the squirrel. It's not just that. It's also temporarily losing complete interest in what you're doing.
Yes. Oh my, bro. It's like not remembering common words. The fuck? And now I'm thinking, is it me walking up the steps with a purpose, getting to the top of the steps and forgetting why I'm up there? Why I come upstairs? Oh, or coming out of a room.
Doorways. It's doorways, yo.
Bro. This shit is, I'm looking for a technical term. Ass. This is ass, right? But like I said, no one is half the battle. So I'm looking into things to help compensate for much of it, right? But yeah, it sucks, man. It does, because I need it, especially now. I think before, when I didn't put much of a timetable on certain goals that I had, this is one of the reasons why this is actually starting to annoy me now, right? Because I do have a timetable.
Right.
That I would very much like to get shit done in, right? At least a 5-year one, right? That will never be if I don't get a handle. If I don't get a handle on this shit. That will never be. You know? Bro, this right here.
One thing I recently found out that I have not even attempted to try because I don't know how that would work for me. Some people, now, to be clear, I was diagnosed as a kid.
Yeah. But see, you're also much younger than me. That's when I was doing that shit. It wasn't doing that shit when I was a kid.
Right. Oh, no, it wasn't a thing. Yeah, no, it wasn't. No, you wouldn't have been diagnosed.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I was diagnosed as a kid. But one of the things I found out recently was that people self-medicate with caffeine.
Interesting.
So a lot of people, it's possible. Now, again, I'm not calling anything official because I ain't got nobody license to do it.
Right.
But it's possible that some of these people that you know that can't function without their coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's possible that they actually are just highly functional people who happen to have ADHD. I think I'm classified as highly. I think I'm classified as highly functional. I still have all those symptoms as well, though. Like,
watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
But I still have those symptoms, and I ain't gonna hold you. Like I like the hyper focus part of it. Like that part's great. Yeah. Until it's not, and I can't focus on the other things that I really wanted to actually be focusing on at the moment.
That's true.
Because my focus is all the way over here, and it's
part of it too is like we have certain tools now that actually help.
Yeah.
Because some of the stuff that we do without these tools, it would take us much longer to do. And the longer it takes to do it, the more increase the chances you're going to in that shit, right? So with the tools we have now, we can get the shit done quicker, which means within that window of us giving a fuck, right? Or not being squirrel, right? Not doing that shit, right? Within that window, we can get the shit done because I'm not going to say I wasn't productive.
got 8 cans of Coke in front of me right now. Nigga.
Yo, listen, I can guarantee you right now, GA has 100 tabs open.
Nigga.
Right now.
Yo, I ain't gonna tell you how many tabs I have.
Nigga, the reason I'm saying that is because I have 100 tabs open. Right now. Just tabs.
Yeah.
Tabs be tabbing.
Mm-hmm.
All over.
Because I can't close this tab because at some point I'm going to want to get
I'm going to go back to that.
Yeah.
But then I don't.
No.
And sometimes I find myself hours in. Yo, I was telling my daughter, there are times I go, damn, I want to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
Before I do, I'm going to do this real quick. And then something else.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see a YouTube thumbnail. Like, oh, that's interesting. Watching that and shit. Then I go back to this other thing. Then I go ahead. then I do this. Then I do that. And then I realize by the time I ended it, I don't even want to play the game no more.
Facts.
That shit is wild, B. That shit is wild. Wow. But like I said, getting a handle on it. But as a result of that, though, I did a lot of comic book work this week.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am still an obsessed asshole. A lot of that shit.
That's a part of it.
Shut up. So to show you just how obsessed, I went and created individual character arcs for all the main characters in this one overall story arc. This is what this character has. They're gonna go through this throughout the course of the story. They're gonna go through this, and then they're gonna end up here by the end of the arc.
Yo, you know what's funny about that?
What's that?
I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna show you.
Oh shit.
So go ahead, keep talking. And
yeah,
I'm gonna show you.
Like that's part of the obsession. It's bad. It's bad because I think now that I sit back and think about it, this is the reason why I wrote all this history for these civilizations in our comic book. Some of the stuff that probably will never be in the comic book. I wrote all this. I mean, I'm talking just everything from their mythology, their religion, history, their leaders. I got a list of kings and shit. All of this shit, things that took place within their society that spanned fucking eons and shit. And I'm just, yeah, and then this happened, and then this happened. Oh, and then this happened, and then this happened because this happened back then, and then this person's. It's absurd. It's absurd, but it is helpful.
Probably a little difficult to see. It says comic universe creation. Question from yesterday: how do I create effective character arcs? And then. So, anybody that doesn't know how Google Docs works,
oh my!
The last thing that you have opened is what's at the top.
Yes.
So yeah, you see, yeah. So
yeah,
you're preaching to the choir.
It's this is crazy too. But I resemble this remark. You know what I'm saying? Like, I resemble this. So I had a somewhat eventful week of self-realization. Right? Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. But I had that's what happened for me this week. I'm gonna get a handle on it as best I can because from what I've learned of this shit, this is something you're gonna be dealing with. It's just the state of who you are, right?
Yes.
So you gotta just work through it the best way you can with the tools and shit that you have or you learn to try to make things a little bit more easier for you to stay focused on certain shit and not just go off the deep end. I really need to finish shit.
Yeah.
Also, this week, I don't know what happened, but I appreciate you. Quite a few people made purchases off of the merch website this week. So salute to y'all. That was good to see. Right. And also it's something that reminded me, this is just another thing that I started and then don't share as much. I don't promote it as much. I should be doing Facebook ads, Instagram. I should be doing all that shit.
You should.
It's a legitimate business.
Facts.
All
facts.
But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is with that. But yeah, that was my week. A week of self-reflection.
I don't remember exactly what I said to him, but I basically said, and this is an unofficial welcome to the club. Yeah, listen, it is. It is what it is, my guy. Listen. Tis what tis. All right. My week. All right. Let's talk about the kitten.
He annoying.
Yeah, he's a cat and he's a baby. So
he looks. That's what
by definition.
Baby cats are annoying.
I mean, by definition, yeah. So he's not that bad. He nails to the point where he pretty much has full reign of the house. Mm-hmm. We haven't let him go in the basement, but he also hasn't. He hasn't shown any interest.
What you got in the basement?
I can't tell you that one.
Bodies and shit.
I can't tell you that on stream, my guy. Oh. But he hasn't shown any interest in going in the basement, so I don't know if that'll be a thing. Yeah, like I don't know. If
once he's exhausted everything else,
every single inch,
every other inch,
observable
places that he has not gone yet, and he's gonna be like,
And I'm going to say to him, everything the light touches
is mine, little nigga. And no, you ain't going there.
Mine. So the only real restrictions on him as far as being free are that he can't come in our room at night. That's it. Because we feel that either he ain't gonna let us go to sleep, or he got this thing. He's going to want to cuddle between us. Yep. And the thing we're scared about is that one of us is going to roll over on Yep. The other is right now, if we're both gone for a while, like both of us are gone, we will lock him in his room.
Right.
So
this is
he's
funny.
gotten,
because I do this too.
That's funny. Yo, GA. The way that when I started working on the powers that my characters will have, I started researching what the different part of the brain have to do with the different functions of the human. Anyway, so he's gotten bigger. He still lets me do what I want though. He still lets me manhandle him for real.
I mean, I think he's gonna let that happen for a little while.
I think so. I just hope it doesn't change drastically. I feel like it's gonna change, but I hope it doesn't change drastically.
Maybe not. Listen, Superfly loved people to pick him up when he was a kitten, to the point where he would rear up and grab me, pick me up. Right? He still will do that now, but even after he does it, he just doesn't stay up there as long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he still would do that now. So
he's been teething. So
shit.
He does this thing where he nibbles on us. Like, and first time I saw him do this, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He does this thing where he chews on the blanket. And it's like, it was the weirdest thing because, like, yo, why is your head moving? Like, what are you doing? What the fuck? And then I realized, like, oh, yeah, his teeth. The blanket's something soft that he can chew on. Okay. All right, fine.
Soon it'll be plastic.
Well, no, he's already started. I've bought him a bunch of teething toys.
Does he mess with them?
Yeah. It's funny. Like I said, for the most part, everything that we've given him, he takes to. There was, out of this batch of teething toys, there was one that he didn't really fuck with like that. Right. But just today, he wouldn't let that shit go. So,
so he on it now.
Yeah, he on it now. We took him to the vet yesterday. He had one more vaccine to get. He was super chill. We went back there. He behaved well while the vet was examining him. He only there was one thing he let out this like literal one cry when he actually got stuck with the needle,
Okay.
He just let the one cry.
He felt
but
that.
he didn't go crazy like he did. Like the assistant was holding him. He like jumped a little bit, but after he jumped, he just went back to how he was. Like, and I'm like, oh, this is impressive because I
need to keep an eye on it because that's like you need to keep an eye on it. I'm tell you why. Well, you already know why. I told you about the T'Challa. Yo, I don't know what he did in there, but whatever it was, we got the call. He can never come back.
That happened with
he can never come back.
Dazzle has that thing. Crazy enough, Dazzle is the most chill cat in the world in regular life. She goes to that vet. She's gotten banned from a vet or two.
Yeah, see that. Yo, again, I would love to have seen what Dazzle did. I would love to have seen what T'Challa did because what I'm envisioning is they attempted to do some regular shit. They ain't us. So it was like, Snick, I'm the best there is at what I do. Bub, cigar, all that, yo. Like, start going ham in the room. Yo. Like, when
Actually,
flat out Weapon X.
GA might be. For real.
Yo, stop it. Stop it.
But yeah, he was cool. Like I was a little worried, honestly, because I know how the couple of things I know how he is when he gets scared.
Right.
So the fact that he didn't wild out, I was like, oh, cool. And then we asked him, like, all right, can y'all cut his nails? So for that, they took him elsewhere.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you don't want his nails cut. Listen,
right.
That's his shit. I climbed with this.
With
this.
So like, they told us after they brought him back, they was like, all right, he's going to be a little sluggish because of the
yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, we got home. This nigga took a nap. But once he woke up, I feel like he was more affected by them damn nails being cut than that vaccine. Because this nigga, yo, oftentimes, he's still, even though he got a lot bigger, he's still fucking little.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Yeah, so he ain't got his prime hops yet.
No.
So a lot of the times, the way he'll get on things, he'll jump most of the way, but he climbs the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Nigga, he fell 2 or 3 times last night trying to jump on something.
Let me tell you, cats don't like when you laugh at them. They don't be liking that. They don't be liking that. That laughing at them shit. They don't be liking that.
Yo,
Chrissy
said he rolled off the bed this morning because he couldn't catch himself. So he has this habit, right? Because he's a baby, he doesn't have spatial awareness yet.
Right.
So he will go to lay down, but when he lays down, he drops down. And if he's on the edge of something, he will fall. He just goes forward. Now, normally, he can catch himself with his claws.
No claws.
He ain't got the claws like he did.
But they
ain't like, they like they was.
Yo, that plop is the funniest shit. Yo, I remember the first time I saw that shit, we had the first Siamese, Shaka Zulu. Shock, I'm laying in the bed. He climbs up, eyes up at me, goes on my chest. Like, what the fuck? Right? So these cats be plopping around here all the time, and I had to go look up, what the fuck is that? And apparently, it's a lot of different reasons they do that shit. But one of the reasons is that there's a certain comfort level they have with the people, and that's how they
this nigga does all that comfort shit. He does the plop, he's the super motor purr.
Yes.
He does the fucking slow blinks. He does all
the slow blink.
Yeah, nigga. Like I legitimately feel like when we go on the trip, he's gonna have separation anxiety. Like I legitimately feel like this is going to be a thing.
Don't said your cat is the Grant Hill drinks. Hill likes Grant. Yo, this is so wild, yo.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. He like I said, he didn't have too much of a hangover from the vaccine though. Like I said, he took that nap. Yeah. Once he got up, he was his normal self. Like at first, he was, a little. But once he took that nap, he was like, "Oh, I'm back. What's up?
Let's play." Nah, nigga, you ain't watching TV now.
Facts. Well, he'll watch TV with me.
Okay, so there is Cat TV.
Oh no! Again, I'm not doing that. No, we're not doing that. No, you gonna watch this on the TV? You're not about to control what's on the TV. I'm gonna be watching TV, and if you happen to be interested, you can do it with me. Because fuck all that.
Like,
we're not doing that.
This show would be a lot better if it had more birds.
No, sure. I get it. I get it. But no, nigga. No, nigga. No.
Nigga, nah.
So other things that happened this week. Oh, we went on a pirate ship. Chrissy's guest had a birthday.
Why y'all going on pirate ships?
He had a birthday party on a pirate ship, nigga.
Yo,
we went. It was cool. Shut up. We went. It was cool. It was really an experience for younger kids, though. So some of the teenagers that were there, they were over that shit the entire time. Yeah, they was over that shit. Some of the teenagers fully participated. Like I was a little surprised with the amount of teenagers that were actually in everything that they were doing on that damn ship. Yeah. But others of the teenagers, they was like, "What? I don't." Okay.
Why am I here again?
Yeah, basically.
Well, teenagers are very curmudgeony.
Oh, facts. Yeah. They got all these things happening to them that never happened to them before, and
you have all of these rules, and you think save you.
But we got to be on the water. That's always, that's always my thing. In hindsight, I should have brought my camera. If I get a chance to do something like that again, I'll try to remember to take it. Like literally when we were about to get on, she was like, "Oh, and make sure that you guys take pics because we have a contest." I'm like, I should have brought my camera. After that, we went to one of my favorite spots, the Point. The place that we went when Joe came down.
Oh,
yeah. So we went there.
Yo, let me tell you about them wings.
That's exactly what I got. I got the wings. Yeah, I mean, I'm a sucker for a good wing. So after that,
you be winging it.
After that, we went to Dion's house. While there, Gina, co-host of Heard It Through the Grapevine, which comes back Monday. For all those who are interested in that, decided that at 10 p.m. On a Sunday, we should play a drinking game.
No!
Now, I didn't play because the original game, as explained to me, was literally a drinking game. Not like the ones that I usually play where there's a way out of drinking. No, drinking is the key element of the game. Like there's nothing else. That's the thing. You drink. So they did modify the rules a little bit, and I'm like, all right, cool. But I still didn't play. We were supposed to have left at like 10:30, but we ended up leaving closer to 11:30. So Monday ended up being a drag. I was so close to calling out. And it wasn't the time itself. It was because when I got into bed, I went straight to sleep. We got in about 12. I stayed up longer.
You're on salary, aren't you?
No.
Oh shit.
It's stupid. Kinda. It's dumb. The way that it's dumb. But the way we ended up getting home like 12, I went straight to sleep, which is not something I usually do. But that's because I usually have to drive, and Chrissy was driving this time, so I had no need to like wake up and be super alert or anything like that. Because that happens to me. If I have to drive, when I get in the house, it's going to be a while before I get to sleep. It's just what it is.
Makes sense.
Which is a good thing because you don't want to fall asleep behind the wheel.
Hell to the no.
So
hold up. You know why this is funny, GA? Because I just watched a Queen's Flip video where he was talking to the dude Shada 60, whatever, rapper. He literally said this exact same thing.
Oh no, it's facts.
Cameraman is always invincible.
Yeah. No, you don't leave the camera, man. That's just asking for trouble. So I've stayed up longer than that, just being in the bed watching YouTube, and been good the next morning. But it was the being out all day and being around people. Because here's the thing, I thoroughly enjoyed most of the people that I interacted with that day.
I don't believe you,
but they're still people.
That's why I don't believe
That's the thing. And we were out of the house for almost 10 hours.
God damn.
Gentle reminder to the non-introverts out there.
God damn.
If you have an introvert in your life, even if they like you likely contribute to depleting their social battery.
Facts.
And there isn't anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's just how they're wired. But it's still a real thing. It's still a real thing. Like I said, the people that I didn't say everybody that was there. I said the people I actually interacted with.
Right.
The people I actually interacted with, I enjoy being around those people. I enjoy interacting with those people.
My thing has always been, I just want to get back home, brought my computer.
Nigga.
That's my thing. Now, I have learned to work with that introversion shit because at some point I decided I wanted to be a rapper.
Right.
So I was going to have to deal with it. And I'll never forget one of the guys I used to rap with. I remember we went on a fucking ski trip. His aunt was throwing. And they had the little pajama party shit happening down in the resort. And I'm upstairs in the goddamn hotel room watching a 3 Doors Down video. Right? He comes upstairs to get something. He's like, yo, what are you doing? Yo, this song is hard.
Yeah,
it's cool, but there's a pajama jam going on downstairs with a whole bunch of women, blah, blah, and this, that, and that. Like, man, too many people.
Yeah.
He said, word, but we gotta perform. So
yeah, that's different.
He convinced me. I went down. I did have fun down there, but I was definitely not for people for like the early morning. I was like, yo,
nigga. Absolutely. Last thing, work. Nigga. So people are stupid. Now I know I don't say that on here that often.
Nigga, stop it.
Oh, my bad.
Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it the fuck out.
This is about work. This is about work. So I'm not talking about people not being able to use computers. That's not the argument that I'm making. So please don't jump out the window. As crazy as I think it is, that's somewhat understandable. I'm talking about
this is true.
Just not understanding things in general. Mm-hmm. I get a call from one of the managers. She says to me, could you stop by and see us? I may not be here, but the agent will if I'm not. I need you to teach us how to scan the MWR report onto the computer.
No.
I said, okay, no problem. Even though in my head, I'm thinking this is something you should absolutely know how to do, given that you've been here for years with a capital Y and a capital S. And your agent has been here for years. Yeah, look at us.
You've been there for years too.
Nigga, what's that have to do? Anyway, so y'all should both know how to do this thing. But okay, I'll stop by and I'll show you. So I tell her I'll be out there. I get out there, not the same day. It's a different day. So this part I'm not blaming her for, but I get out there, she isn't there. But also, the normal agent isn't there. Okay, cool. Not a big problem. But the only issue is now I potentially have more explaining to do than I would have in the first place.
You got some explaining to do.
Yeah, it didn't end up having to be the case.
Okay.
Instead of doing that, I decided to first check the computer to see if they were able to figure out how to scan things to the computer.
Okay.
So I looked in their scan folder because that was the other reason I was upset, because every fucking computer in the company, not every computer, every place in the company has a fucking computer that they have the ability to scan to.
Right.
I know this because I set it up. I put it there. So I know it's a thing. So I look at the scan folder and I realize, oh, okay, there are recent files in here. Cool, they figured it out. I chalked it up as them figuring it out and forgetting
They
to tell.
figured it out, bro.
Cool. That was Thursday. It was last Thursday.
Oh, damn.
This Monday, I get a text message from her. Good morning. Actually, here, I'm just gonna read it because I don't want to make it up. I don't want to exaggerate or none of that bullshit. Text message says, if I can get to it. Oh, okay. Text message says, good morning. Did you forget about us? I said, good morning. No, I went there Thursday. I saw things in the scan folder. Somebody there already knows how to scan. She said, yes, we do know how to scan. We needed to know how to make an individual folder on the desktop to continue to. All right, I'm sorry. Let me start over. Let me pay attention to every word that is in this message.
Okay.
Yes, we do know how to scan. Stop real quick. Mind you, the words that came out of your mouth when we talked on the phone were, we need you to teach us how to scan the MWR reports to the computer. Okay. All right. So, yes, we do know how to scan. We needed to know how to make an individual folder on the desktop to continue. That's a very important word. To continue to add to an MWR folder. Thanks. I said, okay. All you have to do is right-click on an empty space on the desktop. Then you click on where it says new folder. Then you'll be able to name the folder. The message I got in return says, I did. My question to you is, let me stop right there. You just said, all right. I did. My question to you is, will we be able to add more? So again, in the last message, the word I wanted you to remember was continue.
Right.
In this message, I want you to remember the word more.
More.
Will we be able to add more reports into the MWR folder on the desktop? I say, okay, because I see this is going nowhere. Let's start from the beginning. How were reports being added to that folder before?
Right.
Her response is, it wasn't.
Wait a minute, what? But more.
And continue.
You said, okay. Something ain't right. Something ain't right.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is not part of my job description.
No, it's not.
My first duty as IT is to make sure that things work the way they're supposed to work.
Facts.
Number two, because of the company that I work for and the employees that we have, and partially, it ain't all their fault, partially because of the software that we use, my second duty is to make sure that they understand how to use certain of the software. Nowhere on my list is teaching what basic English means. Words have meanings. If you tell me you want to continue putting something in a folder, and then later in the next message tell me you want to put more of those things in that folder, and I ask you, how were you putting things in a folder before? And you say, oh, it wasn't. How can I help you? And no, this isn't me acknowledging you and saying that it's your turn. No, legitimately, how can I help you?
Acknowledge me.
Like, what?
I don't think you can.
So I say, so wherever the reports are currently, all you have to do is drag them to the folder.
Yeah.
The response I got was simply, okay.
So what was?
I don't know. It don't even matter what you're about to ask. I don't know. I don't have the answers.
You don't have the answer, Sway?
No.
I don't understand.
That's verbatim. That is how that conversation went verbatim.
I don't
The
understand.
only thing I may have possibly gotten a word or two wrong on is the phone call, because that was last week. But everything else was a part of that text thread. I don't
understand. I don't get it.
You don't know say.
Your ass.
You don't know say.
Okay.
And I have no idea. I'm utterly confused. But because she said okay,
Right.
I'm gonna take that and somehow maybe a light bulb went off.
Right.
Because she didn't express that she still needed help. Now, the problem is, like I tell them often, people that work at my job, I have no idea what any of you do, because it's not my job. It's not my job to know what the fuck you do. It's my job to make sure that you are able to do it. So I don't even have no way of checking behind her to make sure that she got it right, because I don't know exactly what the fuck she's trying to, like, I don't know the minutia of the things she's trying to accomplish. I know the mechanics of what she's trying to accomplish.
You don't know the minutia.
If I looked at the folder, I wouldn't know what the fuck I was looking at. So I wouldn't be able to know unless she tells me that there's still an issue, which I wouldn't be surprised if she did, even though she said okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, like, I had this argument.
There seems to be a communication issue going on over there. It has to be, because if you
only in the most technical meaning of the phrase communication issue.
If you don't know what word,
lack of understanding and lack of comprehension, like, yeah, in that case, sure. I don't think either of us is actually communicating with the other person poorly. I just think there's a lack of understanding and comprehension.
Well, here's the thing about the poorly word. It's poorly when you say more.
Sure. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Okay, all right. That part is true.
If you
but
did
it's like,
that
bro,
in grade English,
it's like, I don't what and again, it's text messages, so it's not like you aren't rushed to have a response.
Yeah, but you know what I found? I found that from the internet, people, you know how sometimes people will just type shit. I do this all the time and have mad typos in it, but you're trying to get it out real quick.
Facts.
I'm thinking some of that then flipped over.
Here's the thing, though. There's a difference between a typo and having a complete other word that's not supposed to be there. Like, all right, for instance, Chrissy knows that I use swipe on my keyboard. So because
I refuse.
Whatever. Because we have texted so often throughout our knowing each other, he knows if there's a word that doesn't belong, he can look at the keyboard and see what the fuck I actually meant.
Right.
Between looking at the keyboard and regular context clues,
right,
he knows exactly what I meant 9 times out of 10.
Right.
That's one thing. No, this word, because normally if you're swiping and you swipe the wrong word, it's not a word that fits with the sentence. It's a word that clearly does not fit with the sentence, and it invalidates the sentence. No, these words in these sentences made sense. They just were wrong.
Continue, sir.
Right. Continue more. Those have very specific meanings given what we were talking about.
I mean, in English, sure.
And it's like, bro, I don't know how to help you if you.
But in Asgardian, it's
it's like I don't know how to help you if you help me help you.
well, you can't. Listen, if you can't communicate, I don't know what to do to help.
And it's like, bro,
Like if you tell me, bruh, I'm on fire, and I come over there with a fire extinguisher or a bucket of water, and actually you were cold. Okay, I tried. Like, I'm freezing. You was trying to say you were freezing, but you was on fire. That's what you said. I come over there with water and shit.
Yo, I just be wanting, and it's not like I said. No, it's even been a while since I had a specific complaint about work on the show.
Mm.
But like when these things happen, it's like, what is going on?
Your people in.
They don't happen to. I know, right?
That's what it is. Your people in.
Oh, must
No.
I?
No, well, yes, but the shit about it is, especially over these last few years, when you do self-examinations and self-reflections, you pick up things you could do better.
Mm-hmm.
But also, you do see other people. When you look within here, and you look specifically to fix the things that's not right, it makes you uber aware of other people, right?
Yeah, real shit. So, like I said, I hope that the issue was resolved because again,
but you have no way of knowing though.
I don't know because, like, not even being smart. What am I asking her?
Well, I would say no because she was having issues with the English language before. What language does she natively speak?
English.
Elizabethan.
No, English. And it's funny enough, I have this line that I say to people when they try to blame their issues at work, specifically on racism. Sir or madam, every single manager in the company, barring two, is a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
One of those two is a black man. Do they have prejudices? Probably. I would not go so far as to say that the company is racist. Right. Is it possible that individuals that exist in the power structure have issues with black? Sure, it's possible. 100%. That's always possible.
Mm-hmm.
That's a company. I think it's pretty safe to say that these people that they put in position to run their properties and go to court and defend them and all this stuff, pretty sure it's not that issue. There are other issues that exist. I don't think it's that one. So, yeah, it's just, oh no, gee, there's no way to solve it. It's like, bro. And here's the thing, I don't even be wanting to solve it because I'm very aware that not everything has a solution. I'm very aware.
Everything has a solution.
Well, nigga, obviously, but not in the
nihilism.
Yes, no, I know, but not in the way that we're talking. Nothingness is the answer.
Nothingness is the answer.
Yeah, so it's like I legitimately want them to be able to do their jobs because that's a reflection of me.
But it may be a reflection of you, but it's also a reflection of them. You can't be an English teacher and IT.
True.
How's that work?
I mean,
they don't pay you.
I mean,
they're gonna give you another check.
They gonna give me another salary
for lessons.
Yeah, then I'll be on board.
Right.
But I don't know. It's a whole thing, and I haven't heard it. This was Monday.
Early in the week. Oh, it was early in the week.
Yeah, and I haven't heard anything back, so I'm going to assume
They're good.
that
They're good.
they got it. Yeah, that they good.
They're good.
So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, that's it.
So we want to take some time to thank all of you
Mhm,
showing up again for another rousing edition
Mhm.
Black Culture Geeks podcast, aka the Saturday morning cartoon block. Your continued participation actually makes the show go smoother. Actually
Yeah.
inspires us to keep making the show.
Absolutely.
Also, do not forget, there is always music.
Always.
And who knows? There might be something dropping on Tuesday. I don't know.
I mean,
It's
listen,
possible.
things happen from time to time.
Sometimes things appear in places,
Yeah.
you know, like streaming
Yeah.
services and shit like that.
Yeah.
We'll be sure to let you know.
Mhm,
Also,
mhm,
I know SBJ mentioned it earlier, but it bears repeating.
Mhm.
My sister, his significant other, Chrissy, and her podcast,
mhm, mhm.
Heard Through the Grapevine, are coming
Yeah.
back on Monday.
Yeah, they back.
Whole
They're
new season.
Yep. Effectively. I wonder if they are doing it like that. I hope they do.
What you should do this weekend is binge the old episode,
Thanks.
so you'll be up to
Yeah.
date on what happens. Because that Monday season opener, woo,
Yeah.
it's gonna be crazy. Go check
Super
that
crazy.
out. Also, go check out my man Super Side Guy and our other guy Hendrix podcast, Medicine Mutants. He's still doing their thing with that as well.
Yep.
Also, don't forget, if you haven't already, go to majesticcomics.shop.
Yeah.
Purchase yourself a comic book.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe a t-shirt. I think we still got some t-shirts left up there. I believe so.
Yeah.
Go to reaperlegion.com.
Mm-hmm.
Purchase some merch from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go to our Majestic Patreon.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
to that.
Absolutely.
We be doing things out here.
Help the cause. Help the
We
cause.
do these things for you guys because y'all need entertainment
Thanks.
and we can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
My man GA has a project on Bandcamp.
Mhm,
Go check
mhm.
that out.
Yeah. Yeah. You should go ahead and do that.
Graydon's working on new music.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to check that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's what we do.
Yeah. That's a thing.
It's the whole thing.
It's an entire thing.
So for my man SBJ,
You.
I am Tombstone the Dead Man. And for the greater
Uh-huh.
multi-world entertainment family, we are out.
Yeah.